All right, welcome back, folks. So this is going to be the continuation of our Meklars game that I've called Cyberpunk 2377 for funsies. So we're going to pick up where we left off, this Meklars save game file. So this game features one of the, I've been saying one of, I actually think it is the most bizarre map that I've ever run a game on. It is so many hostile planets. It's been like a 10 billion hostile planets everywhere. Um, and the AIs are apparently all really weak except for the Klakons. So right now we are trying to. Oh, and so it's like a gazillion rich worlds, but so hostile. So we have controlled toxic, which we have just about finished researching, and we're going to try to grab these remaining planets. The Klakons have been trying to grab some of them. We have a non-aggression pact, but I don't really want to break the non-aggression pact. So they're kind of settling planets like in the middle of my territory, which I really dislike, but I don't want to be looking to fight them. Not at this stage of the game. So in terms of techs, you can see we're really pushing tech. We're trying to get to controlled toxic. It's about to hit the percentages here. Yeah, whoever gets controlled radiant. So in my tech tree, I had a really weird tech tree too, if you missed the first part. Terraforming plus 10, no improved eco. At the second tier, there was no plus 20, no controlled tundra, no controlled dead, only option death spores. If controlled dead had been here, this game would have been infinitely easier, but no hostile techs. And then we hit controlled toxic, and then we still kind of need controlled radiated as well, because there are so many radiated worlds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we kind of need that tech as well, even though it only lets us go to radiated planets. We're very unfortunate that the Klakons had controlled toxic. Like they don't have anything else in planetology, just a bunch of controlled environmental techs. We also just had the first council vote, and we were up against. I believe we weren't even up against the Klakons, if I remember. So we have another election in 16 turns. We were close to a veto block. I'm hoping that we can get a veto block before the next council election. And let me just go quickly through my plants. Most of them are on research right now, the ones that aren't brand new building factories. Like these planets down here are brand new. We have a bunch of pop transports incoming, but only warp 1 transports, unfortunately. This planet should be about ready to terraform. We'll do that shortly. All right, this planet's done. This planet's close to being terraformed. And our little artifacts planet's doing what it can. We really need more waste cleanup techs as well. This planet's in the middle of terraforming. I gotta remember that. Okay, can we have a licky planet? We will hopefully be able to colonize a few more. Wait, what's this? Oh, it's just me. They already have this planet control. I must have had a scout going here. Okay, well. Oh, was that them colonizing that planet for the first time? I think it was. No, never mind. They already had that planet. Go check that out. Probably Orion. Oh, never mind. It's a Borathi planet. That's right. All right, well, you can just return back there then. I'm hoping that I will be able to research this tech before they can. So we have controlled toxic is now in the percentages. So I'm hoping I can get a colony ship over to here before they can make it over there. It's not a particularly crucial planet, but it would be obviously nice. Anyways, this planet done terraforming? Yes. So go back to your factory construction. I still have a lot of planets that are doing in the early stages of factory construction, so I'd like more time to let them develop before we get into a scrap with these guys. And I think this planet's ready to terraform. Yeah, it's over the halfway point, so on pop. So we definitely should do that. Terraform Valhalla. So 5% means the real odds are 10% because they're double what's shown there. When we get this tech, we should be brought into range with the AI. Also, we won't have to, because like the Borathi we know are there. So when we discover this, we'll be brought in range in contact with them. I think this is going to Spica. We'll see. Anyway, this planet should be done terraforming now as well. We don't want to be paying to grow pop in this stage of the game. We want to be building those factories. So of course this planet's undefended, so hopefully they won't come after me. Hopefully they're still in the process of grabbing new worlds as well, and they're not interested in coming after me and attacking. I really wish I had an upgraded scanner tech so I could see where their ships are going. Would be nice. It feels weird to just be like sitting here with undefended worlds when these guys could be coming after me, but that's kind of the way it is. Keep your fingers crossed. All right, battle suits. Okay, this is not the tech we wanted, but better than nothing. All right. So this we already have it. I believe we already have. I think we already passed this up, and I believe this is what we need to advance the tech tree forward. I will double check on that, but I'm pretty confident that we already had this tech, and that this is the one to move the tree forward. So in construction, again, it would be nice if the game showed you the tech tree. It does not in game. So construction. So we just researched battle suits. Yeah, this would not move the tech tree forward. So it's got to be II6, which is not terrible. I think we have II8. Would have preferred Zortrium though, because I have no, I did not get Duralloy, but that's fine. We'll take that. Okay. Back to Master of Orion. Gotta get this back on screen. Okay, so II6 it is. Yeah. The battle suits does nothing for us right now, but it will be useful if we get into combat. All right, so a bunch of stuff still in the percentages. This is now, I am not dialing down spending on this either because I want this tech ASAP. Remember, once I get a colony over these worlds, the AI can't attack me without breaking the non-aggression pact, so hopefully here, so we're the world. This world's pretty safe. This one should be pretty safe. This one is the one I'm most concerned about them grabbing. All right, come on. Hop range 7 instead. Okay, so this is a big hit as well. If this would take us from warp 2 to warp 4 engines. Obviously, we don't want range 8. Energy pulsar is not bad, but the engine tech is much better. This is an in-combat special. So this should bring us in contact with the Bulrathi. Oh, and the Meklar. We're actually now in contact with everyone, because we know we're in contact with the Bulrathi too. So we went from knowing only the Klakons to now knowing everybody. All right, well let's take a look at the map and see what we've got here. Okay, well they all suck. They all really suck. The Cylons did indeed have their homeworld here, but apparently they never got off this area. They never got out of this corner. As for the humans, their homeworld's one of these two planets, and they never expanded at all. So they just got stuck here. And the Bulrathi, I'm guessing this is their homeworld? Man, these guys all suck. What a weird game. No, Ursa's down here. What the heck happened to these guys? Alright, so this is their home. So how did they not control this planet? How in the... Maybe it's hostile? Maybe it's a hostile planet or something? Jeez. How are these guys this bad? And then Sol's down here. So somehow the Klakons, despite starting here... This is their homeworld here? Right? No, it's actually on the right-hand side. Okay. Despite starting here, somehow managed to get up here first. Maybe it's a bunch of hostile planets and the other AIs just could never colonize them. I don't know why the corners are uncolonized. Really good question. I wish I had the range to get over there. There's no way I have range to... I guess I could sign an alliance, but that feels unlikely. What an odd map. So 3 planets for the humans, 2 for the Cylons, 3 for the Bulrathi. Jeez. Okay. So we have good relations with these guys. They're allied with the... Okay, so this is the danger, is the them just winning in the council. Yeah, all these people allied with each other. Okay, and no one's erratic, so they're honorable. Ecologist personality. Honorable as well. Honorable industrialist. What a weird personality for the Cylons. I wonder if that messed with them. And these guys, all right, aggressive, that's typical for them. So yeah, for the moment, the Klakons are not even leading in population. I don't know how they're not further ahead in population. But the danger of losing a council vote is quite bad here because these people are allied with the Klakons. They have the stupid cheese alliances. Like if they pull votes from the other three AIs, the game's over. Unless I can get to 1/3 veto block, which I am relatively close to, but anyway, so we definitely need to get a spy report on some of these. They're all pretty sad. Um, let's try to sign some of these guys up to trade. I mean, we're probably not going to fight any of these guys in the near future because I'm going to need their votes against the Klakons. The one I'd be most likely to maybe, I don't know. I'm not really in a good position to attack any of them, maybe the Cylons, but for right now, let's try to play friends with them because we want to survive the next council vote. All right, let's start with these guys. We could try to pester some of them into declaring war on the Klakons. We'll see. Okay, and let's see if they have anything we want. This would be nice when we're ready to go on the offensive. We don't need that yet. Duralloy for... I think I'm okay with this trade. Them having range 7 doesn't really do much, and I would like Duralloy. I'm okay with this trade. I mean, that increases... Yeah, this is... Especially because we missed out on Zortrium. Alright, so we signed them up to some early trade to try and improve relations. Now, I don't know what techs these guys have yet. This is going to hurt our economy to sign up these guys up to trade, but we want to try to improve relations. Alright, so this is worth paying almost anything for. Improved eco is so important. Done. Now, I just traded a tech that was at like tech level 15 for a tech that was like tech level 5, but it's improved eco restoration. We have so many factories, this improves our economy by a huge amount. This is the tier 1 scanner. I would trade for the tier 2 scanner. Then again, do I really care if they have battle suits? I don't think I care about this. I'm not going to be invading them. Alright, this at least gives us slightly better income. It doesn't tell us where ships are going, but at least it gives us a little bit better knowledge. Alright, so let's try to butter these guys up as well. Oh, these guys' economy, their economy sucks. Okay. Alright, and this would be much to my advantage to get a better missile tech, because we still have nuke missiles. So we've parlayed range 7 into some goodies. Now we have missiles that are at least somewhat credible, because we remember, we missed missiles everywhere. I don't care about the rest of this stuff, no. Absolutely insane value from this, yeah, indeed. Alright, so we do want to find out what these guys have, so let's do at least a little, see what they've got spying. And now, unfortunately, we had to spend, you see, we lost now we have a bunch of negative trade income, but we got improved eco restoration, and that's the biggie because that means we cut our waste cleanup costs by a tremendous amount. So we should, yeah, note that even with those additional costs, our total research is actually higher than it was before. But I do have to go through all my planets and update the waste spending. There we go. Okay, yeah, you can do whatever. This planet should be growing very fast. Well, we just had the transports arrive, but it should grow super fast. All right. That works there. Factory construction's pretty decent. 9 factories per turn, not bad. So this will be for 360 factories. Okay, so it's going to be working on that for some time. All right, this planet can terraform as well, can it? We'll wait until it can do it in one turn. Yeah, this artifacts planet was like wasn't it like 190 or so? Now it's 216. Anyway, okay, so yeah, a lot of these planets just hopping along. And then, okay, so we're at, yeah. We should pop both of these really soon. I guess we could potentially have like scatter packs available from at the next weapons tier, but that's okay. Anyway, 32% to pop this. Let's hope we can get it. And now we don't need long range engines on our ships. All right. Hey, there we go. All right. All right. Do we have controlled radiated available? Is it in our tech tree? Because if it's not, this game's going to be a lot harder. Do we have controlled radiated as an option? We do not. We do not. All right, well, we're going to have to find out if anyone else has it. Because if they do, we're going to want to get it. Yep. It's such an interesting game because, again, we're high rolling so hard in some ways and low rolling so lowly in other ways. This is a really good tech, though, because we only have plus 10 terraforming. To jump from plus 10 to plus 40 is a big deal. No controlled radiated, so I think I'm going to continue emphasizing planetology, if maybe not quite that heavily. All right. Maybe let's take out like a tick in each field, a tick or two in each field, but we still want to prioritize this highly. What are we doing on force field? Okay, force field I do want to put more ticks in. That's class V planetary. That's a biggie. So far the game's been peaceful, and this is a biggie tech too. So we're still going to emphasize this, but not to like insane degree anymore. So Meklars are bad at planetology, but that actually doesn't affect whether the techs are there or not. This is one place where Syrian's old website is wrong. It's just a straight 50% for them to appear. Being rated excellent in a field does not make it more likely. Being rated poor does not make it less likely, just as an FYI. The only thing is the Cylon, one of their racial abilities is they have 75% odds for the text to be there. Everyone else is 50, and then poor, excellent does not matter. I wish it did. I actually think it would be cooler if it did matter, but it does not. So, all right, well, the good news is we do now have 3 planets to grab, and long term, we're going to hopefully either get radiated from somebody, or maybe this will be a galaxy where just no one has it in their tech tree. That actually can happen. So this is the planet that's most at risk. So yeah, we need to grab these. So I can have the Homeworld and Neuromancer build to grab these 2. And then up here, we'll see. I think I can have one of these planets up here is already maxed out, isn't it? So this planet has 114. Maybe I can reserve spend to get out. Well, hold on. Let's design the colony ship first. See how expensive it is. I might be able to just reserve spend the ship out of there. So we don't need the long range anymore. So we just want toxic base and nuclear engines. We don't need the long range because everything should be within 7 parsecs, right? Colony P for toxic 2. So it's 653 to build this. Yeah, this is only 3 parsecs away. And I believe the ones down here are within range as well. Yeah, that's 3. Okay, yeah, these are all in range. Wow, that's size 20. Okay, that's not great. This one's ultra rich, so not very large, but this one could be end of the line, indeed. All right, so all right, Midgard can build this. This is close enough that it won't take too long to get over there. 3 years, and we can relocate it to Valhalla. 3 turns to get there? Oh, well. I guess the distances are significant. So this can go here, and then... because it's going to be too slow to build it over here. I mean, I guess I could build it here, but... that would be 6 turns, wouldn't it, to build it here? 8 turns. Okay, never mind. Definitely going to build it at Midgard then. Okay, and then Neuromancer can build one. I guess this is more expensive than I thought. And then the Homeworld can build one. And I don't think relocating is going to save me. Actually, this I could relocate to here. Neuromancer, you can relocate to Earth. I just have to remember then from Earth it goes on to this Tundra Ultra Rich. And then from Meklon, we'll go grab that Toxic. Two years. Okay, and then that can go straight there. All right, and that'll get us 3 more planets. All right, so That's pretty good. So obviously I've stopped doing some research here. I still think it's mostly just continue to do research for the time being. Like we're not at war with anyone. Just teching seems fine for right now, as long as these guys stay peaceful. All right, we have not been able to get a spy report with these guys yet. We're all the way up at calm with these guys, so it's mostly just hope we can avoid losing a. Yeah, we just have to make sure they don't all vote for the Clackons. We might have enough to avoid a council loss, but I don't think we can rely on that. I think we have to hope that one of these guys will abstain. So as we get closer to maybe like these alliances sometimes just break on their own. Sometimes yes, sometimes no. We'll just have to wait and see. All right. And like planets like this are growing, pop every turn. If we can fill up these planets with pop, then we should have enough votes that hopefully will be safe. A lot of these planets are growing pop right now. Plus we'll be adding the hostile planets. All right, this one I think I can terraform. Yeah. Northwest, you can terraform. You're already over the halfway point. Okay. Hyper-Vs. Oh, that's right. I went back to get Hyper-Vs. Okay. Well, I'm really glad I traded for Hyper X's because there are no weapons at the next tier. Mass Driver the only option. That is also a terrible roll. If you want to see what this looks like for the weapons, scroll down to weapons. It's the last field. Okay. So here's the options at the third weapons tier. Scatter packs not available. Ion rifle, mass driver. Well, I guess we already had this. No Mercury. We already had this. That's right. I went back and researched Hyper-V because it was cheap. That's right. No blasters. So it's ion rifle or mass driver. We already have hand lasers, so it's not. So we would just have to research mass driver to move the tree forward. I like this is an okay gun, but oops, I selected it and you couldn't see it because I was still on the desktop. Oh well. Trust me when I say I picked. Trust me when I say that I picked the mass drivers. All right. Anyway, so Northwest is done. It's terraforming. Now back to building your gazillion factories. So first of all, we don't know what techs the other AIs have. Second of all, it's very unlikely that anyone would trade. Very unlikely anyone would trade us controlled radiated, even if they have it in their tree. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go around and get a spy report on everybody, and then that'll give me more information on how to play things. Also, I feel like I need to see what's on these. So they're going with a lot of small ships, which is actually probably good, because as soon as I get I want to see what's on these designs. Let's go scout and see with that scout ship. If I can get to the planetary shield, I'll have 8 points of shielding. That'll mean I'll be pretty safe against anything that's not a bomb for this stage of the game. 8 points of shieldings against little lasers, you're pretty invulnerable. So that's our next big tech to push for. But for the time being, these guys have been pretty peaceful, so hopefully they stay that way. All right, so we got a colony ship out of the home world. I don't know where this is going, but if they're going to the toxic planet, I will get there before them. Hopefully they're just heading to Tau. I really wish I knew where these ships were going. Anyway, so we finished this, and now we're going to go grab this. I did send to the correct planet. I can't stop that fleet, so I'm not going to bother trying. No, we do not have controlled radiated. Anyway, so we'll go back to doing research there for the time being. This planet, so Neuromancer is going to send this, and then I just have to remember my go-to orders. Have to remember I will keep the little lines in place on the map so I can see them. And then these, I think I'll probably just go back to doing research on these planets. Now, obviously they won't survive if they come under attack, but I think for the time being, I'm okay. I actually think the best thing to do is get to the planetary shield faster and then build the shields, and that actually does the most to make me safer. And I'm not terraforming any planet, am I? I just want to check real quick. I don't think so. No. Although Chernobyl, well, once it's almost to the halfway point, it's growing 3 or 4 pop points every turn, which is pretty crazy. It's going to be an awesome planet someday if we can keep it safe. There always has to be one tech at each tier. Oh, this is great. We're going to get a full scan on their entire fleet. All right. So they have heavy lasers. That's, again, planetary shield will stop every single one of these. So their entire fleet will be useless against planetary shield. The laser ships are already useless against my shielding. I have 3 points of shielding. Lasers do 1 to 4 damage. It gets cut in half against shields, so they do 1 to 2 damage against shields. So they already can't hurt me with these lasers. These ships are basically useless against my planets. The nuke missiles can hurt me, but a planetary shield will. They do 4. Do they do 4 or 6 damage per shot? I actually can't remember whether they do 4. I think they do 4 damage per shot. Nukes are really bad missiles. They do 4 damage per shot. I'm sure someone probably has it in the chat already. So this is almost blocked by my shielding because I have 3 points of shielding, and these do 4. But their attack level is 0, so they would not hit very hard. And I have some ECM. I think I have ECM 2. So attack level 0 against ECM 2 is going to do very little. So this fleet is entirely irrelevant, and we don't have to worry about them at all. Oh, I didn't check what their planet had. Oh well. That's okay. So I actually feel a lot safer after getting that scout. Now, the AI doesn't love it when you scout their planets, but it was worthwhile to get that info. Okay. So these guys, by contrast, they have fusion bombs, which is not great. They also have improved robotics 3, which we would love to get, but we would not be able to. Their computer tech is better than mine, which is not surprising for the Cylons. And they already have class 5 deflectors, which is so they're a little bit ahead of me in tech, but not as much as you might be worried about. They already had range 5, so giving them range 7 tech didn't even do that much for them. Okay, that's not too scary. So again, these population bar graphs, infamously hard to tell. I think the Klakons have more than the humans, but again, hard to tell. The humans are allied with everyone, so that is absolutely a concern if they are my opponent in the election. Danger is real here. Anyway, so this ship is now on its way, 3 turns to arrival. Same deal here. This is on its way. I can't believe this is 2 turns. It's going to be like an inch short of hitting that. So go back to research here as well. And yeah, humans being humans, indeed. Best thing to do is wait until we get a couple of turns closer to the election, and then I think if I can get past this election, I think I might be pretty safe. Hope that we can continue growing pop on these worlds. Some of these planets are like getting a little, I guess they're still not that close to maxing out on factories. I think it's not Earth. I think it's this planet Valhalla is going to be the next one to max. Because it's already hit 1/4 factories. I mean, it's building 16 a turn. That's pretty good. It needs, what, 360? So it still needs to build about 250 more factories. But that'll take about 10 turns, because as you build factories, you build more each turn. So, you know, it's like a exponential curve in terms of how this thing works. Yeah, the good news is everyone's weirdly low population. That's why I want to keep prioritizing planetology. Because plus 40, I mean, 30 more pop on every single one of my planets would be huge. Yeah, look at this. Look at this. I miss being able to go to that next planet by that much. So it might have been better not to use the relocation order. I feel like I'm just wasting a turn there. Oh, well. All right, so yeah, I have no idea where these fleets are going, but they hopefully are not targeting me. As I said, I think the best thing to do is just get this tech in play. And, you know, we might only have HyperX missiles, but they will have very good battle computers firing them. Still, hopefully we can get something better. All right, we're actually calm with these guys. They really like me. All right, so we don't have info on them yet. They're only allied with the humans. Okay, so one of those early alliances just broke. That's good. Actually, 2 of them just broke. So these 2 are only allied with each other. Let's hope that that holds for the next 6 turns. Again, I really want the scanner that lets you see where enemy ships are going. Still don't have a scouting report on those guys. Now they're in alliance with the Cylons, so again, I do think the Klakons will be my opponent. I think they've pulled ahead of the humans in pop. The question is, do I have enough to feel safe? I mean, if the Bullrathi don't vote for them, then I shouldn't lose the game. But it's like, do I really want the game to come down to, do the Bullrathi vote for them? I don't feel like I want the game to come down to that. I don't feel like that's a great place to be. All right, so that's one turn away. All right, so I have to send both of them forward next turn. All right, so here's our chance to rename something. I know we had a couple suggestions. I think this one would be a good one to name, to get the Licky name that I know was requested, because we had, for the top left corner, we wanted like end of the line. This is not a particularly good planet, but anyway. So we certainly should terraform this one now. Licky's going to need some pop, so I think Meklars can just send pop over here. I can just send. I think we could regrow. I think we like grow like 15 in a turn, so we'll just do that 15 and regrow. This is one place where I think it is worthwhile to grow pop. All right, now elsewhere we have to send them forward. So this is. I wish my pop transports were a little faster. So we can send this forward here. And now this is the other one. Yeah. Send this forward here. And then Valhalla will be able to send some pop over to that one. All right, so now that we're doing that, let's drop the relocate orders, because I don't have ships going there. That way I won't get confused and think that I do. What did Liz text me? Oh, you guys have to see this. So she's working upstairs, and she sent me a message saying Sydney is helping. Hold on, so you can see this on the screen. There he is. He's being helpful. I know it's a little bit blurry, but he's helping. Sorry, it's so blurry. Why is it so coming through so blurry? Oh well. He's upstairs right now. Okay. So I think if we can get through this council vote, we'll be in good shape. Now, did we manage to get a spy report on the humans? Okay, we did. I wonder if I can get plus 20 terraforming from them. That would actually make a big difference for this council vote if we could get plus 20, just to stack up 10 more HP on, or 10 more pop on every world. I think I should talk to them and see if I can get that from them. I would feel a lot safer with that. Let's see what, I'm just going to screenshot their text so I know if I'm giving them away something that I shouldn't. But I think we might be able to get something for that. Let's see. Soil enrichment allows you to increase the base size of your non-hostile planets by 25%. Alright, what do you want for it? Well, you're not getting death spores. I think I can give them controlled toxic, because they already have controlled inferno, so that doesn't really do anything for them. It lets them colonize maybe a tiny bit more worlds. Either that or I could give them Duralloy. Would I rather give them Duralloy or controlled toxic here? It makes them fertile too. I think this does very little for them. Yeah, it wouldn't be bad if humans colonized a couple more worlds. That would actually be good for me. So I'm going to do this. And now we're going to terraform all our planets so they can all stack up 10, and we're going to get this in range for the council. And I think that this will put us over the 1/3 mark. Let's hope so. All right, so now we'll try to get a spy report with the Bullrathi. So the humans on the map, so they are what color? They're green? Yeah, I wouldn't be sad if there's a toxic world or two up here that they can grab, but much better they have them than the Klakons have them. So I'm okay with them getting more planets. All right, so now we got to go through our planets and terraform them. Well, Meklars already, and Licky is brand new. So I don't know if I think I might have to wait until next turn. I think I have time for that. We have 4 turns before the council vote. That should be enough to terraform and grow the pop on these planets. So I'll just do the 1 turn. and then we'll terraform them. Okay, so let's do this now. Meklars was able to go back. Okay, so it's 50 BC to terraform. If it's already been terraformed, it's 50 BC. So that, and then we want to build some of the factories. Normally, I will do the terraforming and then build the factories first, followed by the actual pop second. But I'm actually going to grow the pop first, and then I'm going to grow the pop first this time because I'm worried about that council vote. Okay, so robot, you need 50 BC. And robot, you can stay on tech because somebody has to stay on tech right now. Okay, now can you terraform how much? So remember, ultra poors do get full spending on terraforming. Yeah, let's have you just terraform so you can just grow the pop. They suck at building factories, but they get full value on terraforming. So we can do you over 2 turns. Good luck. Good luck building the factories here on this ultra poor planet. It might not even be worthwhile to do that, but for the moment, I'll leave it there. Stay in the back line. All right, so you can basically terraform in 1 turn. So let's just have you do that. You're actually at the halfway point. You have not terraformed at all yet, so we want the full 100 BC to terraform twice. We pop 125 after this. All right, similarly, you have already terraformed, so. You as well. This is where the game gets a little tedious at times, which is why I don't like playing on huge and large maps, because it just increases the time to do all this stuff. All right, so you terraform as well. So these planets that have a really small base size benefit the most from terraforming. This was base 25, but with terraforming, it's going to go to 45. Like, that's a big deal. All right, now you might say, why are you measuring out 100? Well, remember, artifacts planets double their research spending, so this is actually 50 BC for the purposes of terraforming. Just a little note there. Easy to actually spend half of what you need if you forget about that. Okay. Earth. Boy, we actually have a lot of planets. I'm okay with having a lot of planets here. All right, so this will fully terraform. All right, there we go. We still have a little tech spending trickling so we don't lose our investment here. And hopefully we'll get a report on them shortly. All right, these guys are only allied with the humans. That's good. If it's just one alliance, we should be fine. I'm pretty sure the Klakons are now ahead of the humans. I'm pretty sure that they are now ahead. Hopefully they won't sign 3 alliances on the last turn. All right, so this is the planet you guys wanted. End of the line, and then maybe this one down here can be terminus because this is way in the back lines too. Too bad the event on Narnia can't teach us how. End of the line, okay. End of line, okay. End of line. I might refer to it as end of the line. All right. Well, Meklars already remaxed its factories. Geez, Meklars. Okay. It did the terraforming and remaxed its factories instantly. Okay. All right. So we're going to grow this up to full pop, which is apparently +6, and then we'll dump the rest into tech spending. All right. F2 and F3 are the hotkeys to cycle through your planets, just for anyone who might not know. All right. So we have pop going to Licky. It's on its way. Going to take a little while to get there. All right. Robot. All right, you apparently have +7, and then we'll put the rest into the factories that you now need to build. Wait, you didn't finish terraforming? Well, let's finish it this turn then. Oh, I think it needed to, I think it didn't have its initial terraforming. I think that's why. That's okay, you guys can do that. All right, so you did finish your terraforming. That's fine. They're just poor planets. We're already at 13 factories per turn here. Nice. Of course, we now have to build 500 factories to max out 124 times 5. So that's going to be another 20 to 25 turns. But I mean, when we're done, this will be a very nice planet. All right, so we do need to send some pop there to end of line. I'm sure I will call it end of the line a bunch of times. So the question is, can they get there in time before the election takes place? We have 2 turns. I'm actually not going to send them yet. I'm going to wait until after the election. And Valhalla, even though you still need to build more, I'm going to have you grow pop, even though it's kind of inefficient to do it. I want the extra potential council votes, even though you're still well short of max factories. And then that does not take advantage of natural growth. But the more important than being like super efficient is not dying in the next council vote. That is more important than max efficiency. So since you're relatively close and already have good production, we'll have you try to squeeze out another 15 million people, which is like 1/6 of a vote. It's every 100 million people is a vote. For those who don't know, every 100 million people. Okay, so same thing here. We'll max you out. You need 7 million. Okay. And same deal on Earth. So Earth also has like a decent amount of factories. So we're just gonna have Earth try to grow and see if it can hit its max. Again, this is wasteful to do this because we are not taking advantage of natural pop growth. But I want I can probably get this up to just about 22 million pop, and like that's 1/5 of another vote. So I'm willing to accept the inefficiency there in exchange for hopefully not losing the next vote. All right, well, we got a report on the Borathis. Okay, these guys suck. They are really bad. We could potentially look to try to spy and steal mercs from them because their computer tech is beyond pathetic. But let's not do that until after the election is over, shall we? Would prefer not to have someone declaring war on me before this election. And now I want to get an updated spy report with these guys because what I have is old. They also, yeah, they have auto repair, which would be good to get. Mercs would also be good. I'm feeling my missiles are not very strong. An inertial stabilizer would be nice too. But alrighty. So here's our last one, and I think we said Terminus would be good here. Well, the Klakons have like real tech. Remember, we're trying to avoid. Wait, it would be nice if I spelled this correctly. Remember, once you type this in, there is no opportunity to fix it unless the planet is destroyed. So if you mistype there on that screen, it's yeah, you're kind of stuck with that. All right, so some planets are maxing. A lot of planets are maxing colonists. In fact, if you want to see that, look at all that. Look at all this pop increase here. Yeah, this is at least one. This is like a full council vote here because this is about 100. Well, actually, it's not 100 pop, but it's still significant. This is 11, 22, 30, 38. It's about half a council vote and a little bit more. Yeah, abandon a planet to the enemy so you can rename it. All right, so Meklars is now remaxed at the higher pop count. So it's fine for the time being. Terminus, I definitely want to send pop here. It's just where can I get it from? Oh, you know where I can get it from? I can get it from these ultra poor worlds. Paradise can supply it because I'd much rather have pop on a tundra ultra rich than a non-tundra ultra poor. But so we can do that after the vote's done. All right, Licky has 15 million pop incoming. Licky is a sad world, but maybe we'll be able to help it with some reserve spending. Robot, building factories, maxed out on growth. This world will finish the terraforming. Okay. And then build 1/10 of one factory. The poor worlds, I feel like you can usually max out. The ultra poors just they take so long. This planet, especially because it's like size 100, we should be able to get factories on this one. One thing we can do is once Chernobyl maxes out, that's going to take a little while, but once Chernobyl maxes, I can just have Chernobyl pump population into both of these worlds, potentially, so that they'll, or it might be better just to rely on natural pop growth and not have Chernobyl do more useful stuff. We'll see. All right, so we will send pop to end of line. Valhalla can send it. So Valhalla was able to just about max its pop. And so now it can go back to factories. Also has no bases, so I really should probably build some soon. As soon as we have the planetary shield, I'll do that. This is starting to be a pretty strong planet, so I really do want to get some defense here. It's just I think that it's safe for the time being, so I'm going to keep being risky as long as I think this is safe. And Narnia's already maxed, and then this planet Neuromancer's maxed as well. Okay. And then Earth looks like it should be able to, yeah, it looks like it should be able to max out This will take it either maxed or super close to being maxed. Okay, so let's save it, because we do have a council vote coming up on the inner turn. If only we had the rich worlds to pump reserves. I mean, we will down the road. We will. We're just not quite there yet. So planetary shields is in the percentage. That makes me feel good. Then we'll do a little bit more base building once that is in place. But at least based on the ship designs we scouted before, these guys have like this stack has thousands of ships in it, but they can't scratch any planet that has a planetary shield plus missile base. So, if that's the case, I'll just continue to push tech because time is on the player's side in this game. So if we make it through this vote, we might be in a position where the game starts to become kind of easy. All right, so they're allied with the Cylons and humans again. That's concerning. Need the Bullrathi not to vote for them. I know that the Bullrathi have probably 1 vote, maybe 2 votes, but I think we're okay. Let's see if we can get like a non-aggression pact with these guys. Maybe that'll... Okay. No. Not going to give them controlled toxic. Yeah, they'll vote for their allies. The question is, AIs that are unaffiliated, what they do is kind of it's somewhat random. So like they shouldn't vote for the Klakons because they're not allied, but it is possible that they could vote for them. I think I have a 1/3 block. I actually think I have 1/3 with this, so I think I'm safe, but there is some drama here. Let's hope that it's enough. So the Bears are the ones to watch. If they don't vote for the Klakons, I can't lose. Klakons definitely don't have enough to win without the votes of every other AI. All right, so it is the Klakons nominated. All right, 2 votes from that we knew they'd vote for them. Oh, there we go. Woo, okay. I think I'm safe regardless, but the fact that the humans didn't vote for them means that there's no more drama. They needed the humans' votes to have any shot. Now this means I should be able to vote for the Klakons and score Diplo brownie points. They must have just broken their alliance between turns. All right, the Bullrathi abstained anyway, so even if the humans had voted for them, it wouldn't have been sufficient. So they have 5. Plus, I believe I have enough for a veto block anyway. So they would be at 13. And do I have the other 9 votes? Yeah, okay. So it actually was fine. I was well over what I needed for a veto. And I actually have enough votes that I can't vote for the Klakon, so the game will just end. But we're actually quite safe here. We are not just over a veto block, we're well over a veto block. Because even if everyone votes against us, it's only 13 out of 22, which is not a majority. 13 out of 22 is what? That's only 59%, so that's well short. Humans have 4 votes with 3 planets, yeah. All right, so we have to abstain. You never vote for yourself, because the AI hates it if you vote for yourself. Only do that if you're going to win the game. I was one vote short. Again, I said right before the vote, I was like, I think that I have enough to be safe here, but it's always better just be, always better not to leave it to chance. All right, so where is our, all right, so when we discover this computer tech, when we get BC4, I think we can try to lift stuff off the Bullrathi if they remain as pathetic as this. If this is all they have, I should be able to steal pretty easily, because that computer tech is just garbage. I can't really put in words how bad that is. Also, I can play more aggressively because now I don't really have to worry about losing a council vote. I'm now kind of in a position where if you can't lose in the council, then you can be more, well, for lack of better words, you can kind of be more of a jerk to the AI. All right, so we need to get popped to some of these planets. So Terminus, we need to get, all right, this planet's done. So I am going to send from Paradise and Poverty Points because we don't really care too much about these planets. They're poor and ultra poor. I just need 1 tick there. So let's send 10 million from each. Yeah, 10 million from each feels good. And then that hopefully is enough to terraform Terminus. And then after that, we'll probably send another 10 million from each, and then it'll be at 45 mil. And it should be able to stack up very quickly. We also will want to do some reserve spending to accelerate the development, at least of this little rich planet. That will pay back itself. All right, waste spending here. Okay. So I might have the home world, and then Licky already has population incoming. Earth is now maxed out. So Earth just needs to finish building its factories. Let's see, 85 times 4 is 340. So that's 200 more factories. So that's about 8 more turns, and then it'll be maxed out. Okay. Meanwhile, up here, so the artifacts planet is now maxed out. We can go back to doing research, at least until we finish this planetary shield. Midgar is maxed. Northwest is getting closer. It still has a little ways to go. And Valhalla is the one that can send to end of line. We should be able to grow. Wow, it still has a lot of factories to build, doesn't it? We should be able to grow about 10 million. Let's see, we should be able to grow about 10 million or so. Pop, so let's send 10 right now. We'll see if it can handle 10. I might do like, So I need 28 pop. That could be like 9, 9, and 9 for 3 turns. Let's do that. And then I should be able to squeeze out a few factories as well. Do 9, 9, and 9 for 3 turns, sending it there. And then we'll have to send more after it terraforms, but that'll actually get the planet going. Okay. So like, nice peaceful game. Oh, we finally got an updated spy report. Okay, well these guys did not really increase their tech at all in recent turns, probably because they've been focusing on colonizing. It's been a very slow tech pace in this game. So this is good. These guys don't really have much. Really don't have much of anything that's too scary. Like, if you're wondering why do they have so many lasers on their ships, well, look at their weapons. They don't have much of anything else. Like, what are they going to threaten me with? I guess scatter packs, but scatter packs do 6 damage. Guess what tech I'm about to get? I'm about to get this, which gives me 8 points of shielding. So, like, they can't really hurt me. So, we have not found Orion yet. No, we haven't found Orion. It's probably one of these. Actually, it has to be one of these. Either these 2 or these 3. By the way, this Bolrathi planet definitely is a potential expansion opportunity, just because they're very weak, but we'll play nice for now. Let's build up our planets, we'll play nice, and then we can look to go from there. But they're just so weak, this is an obvious expansion opportunity. I would actually lose contact with them if I captured this. Clacons, down the road maybe. We don't really have weapons to prosecute a war just yet. Robot has reached its industry max. Nice. All right, so Valhalla was able to send 9 million pop, as I hoped it would be able to. So send, as we said, 9, 9, and 9. So most of this has to go into econ, but we can spend. It looks like it's going to grow 1 pop naturally. So if you're wondering why I'm spending a little bit more than what it says, it's because when we send the pop away, some of the factories will go unworked. And so we won't produce quite as much production as it says we will. All right, so yeah, we're just kind of researching away on our home worlds here. Paradise, we might need to readjust after sending that pop away, poverty point. All right, no, they're fine. Chernobyl still ticking away, 20 factories per turn already. Has to get to 500 though, so basically, so like the buildup just takes longer when you're playing the Meklars. If you want to max in factories, and I would suggest that you do, because like, are we playing for a fast finish here? No, not really. Just a relaxing game, so you might as well play things safe and build up the planets. All right, so we got the class 5 planetary shield. That's excellent. So now we're going to build these, and we can go straight on to class 5. So our force field tech's been really good. The only thing we're missing is personal deflector. The personal deflector shield is the only thing we're missing. But other than that, we're looking good, so we can then go straight up to 8 points, from 8 points to 10. And the class V shield is also nice because it can then go on ships as well. Okay, so let's get these built. Should make us pretty safe. All right, so the planets that actually need them. So there goes Terminus with its pop transports incoming. Obviously, these backline worlds don't need that yet. Robot, why don't you stay on research for the time being? All right, these planets back here, yeah. They should be safe for the time being. Valhalla, I want you to send your last little pop trends, infusion, whatever we want to call it. It's been building like 5 factories each turn, along with growing that pop. All right, so you're actually close to building that already. Narnia, you'll take a little bit longer because you're a small planet. You build that. Earth, get in there. All right, so we still have a little tech trickling. Good. We should pop this pretty soon too, BC4. All right, and we actually have multiple spies in the Clacons right now. Try to get with the Borathi because as we said, their computer tech is so bad. We should be able to steal stuff from them. I love that the Clacons are on such good terms with me. I mean, if the AI is going to let me just sit here and build in peace, I am okay with that. All right, so Midgard built its shield. That was fast. Let's get a couple more bases there. Rather have more than just one. So I really should build the planetary shield here, but I think I'm just going to let this finish building its factories. Anyway, now this planet's about to get its pop transports, so it'll finally be able to develop. And our little ultra-rich planet is about to it's about to hit its max pop. So I will start reserve spending there. I think I have a little reserve left over here and there. Not much, but enough that I'll just use it to speed up Terminus as quickly as possible. So yeah, pretty chill game at the moment. I don't know where this is going, but it can't really hurt any of my well-developed worlds. What's this? What? Okay. All right. Well, can you even reach me, buddy? I guess you can because I traded you range 7 tech. All right. Well, silly rabbit, tricks are for kids. Well, time to spy on these guys then. I guess their weapons, they're going to be firing missiles at me. Well, we'll switch this over to espionage. Yeah, they're allied with the humans, so let's see if we can turn the humans against them. Okay, they seem pretty determined to stick with these guys. All right, we'll try again in a couple turns. But there's a decent chance they'll bring them in. All right, the only place the bears can reach me is over here. So now it would be a good idea to start building this. We can see up to 5 parsecs out. I guess they could maybe try to hit this. I don't know if they have range for that, though. If they do try to invade there, I'm just going to be like, whatever. So it'll just be a bunch of... We just need to get the planetary shield up. They should just have a bunch of missiles, which I don't think have enough damage to get through shielding. I guess if they have a ton of Merculites, I guess. Anyway. Well, we'll just build factory. We'll build missile bases here for the time being. We do still have, 300 factories on this planet, so that's pretty good. And otherwise, I'm not really going to change up what I'm doing that much. Wait, Terminus still didn't have that? Huh. Population transports are really slow. All right, but anyway, so we finished the stuff on Meklon. Let's have Robot now build the base while Meklon goes to research. This planet built. Let's get up. This is like my point world. Let's get a few more bases here on Neuromancer just for safety's sake. Just take this up to 10. All right, Narnia. And then this planet, yeah, I wanted to get this one up to 5. I'll swap this off base building shortly thereafter. That's true. We could build the scanner. Well, the problem is the scanner ship is so far away. It's way down here. Of course, I could just build another one. Yeah, I'm just not sure I'm not sure if I can get a ship up here fast enough because like I'd have to build a ship up here and then move it, and it'll take like 5 turns to get up there. I think that if they're attacking, they'll be on me before I can get a scan on them. Otherwise, I would say yes. It's a good suggestion. I just don't think I can do that fast enough. Still, we can. I mean, we can. We can put this ship in motion. So maybe, send this over to up here. doesn't cost us anything to do it, so. What's this? Are we now the humans declaring war too? Oh, okay. Nope. Looks like everybody has decided to start gangbanging us. Oh, actually, that wasn't them declaring war. That was them warning us that they're going to. The reason why is this. My pop's so much higher than these other AIs. So we may be getting jumped on by everybody shortly. Well, good thing. Yeah. Well, I mean, I knew this was probably coming. That's the reason why. Is I figured this was probably on the way. But I've already hit the planetary. I've already hit the planetary shield, so I'm not too worried about anything they have. Based on what we see, unless they start getting more attacks, for right now they don't really have anything that can hurt me. They could hit some of my new colonies. Is about it. Yeah, fortunately, well, one race has bombs. I believe the Cylons have bombs. Yeah, so they're the ones I would not mind buddying up with for right now. They also have some useful techs. Um, let's actually see if we can improve. Let's see if we can dial up trade with them. Okay, we'll have to come back later, see if we can improve relations with them. They're still at neutral, so they don't want a non-aggression pact yet. But we can always come back to that and see later on. All right, so Meklars, I wouldn't mind some more bases there either. This I'd like to get up to 10. Robot does not have its shield yet, so hopefully that can hold out a little longer. All right, Terminus. So this planet now can build 24 factories per turn. Okay. All right, there. Yep, ultra-rich worlds are pretty good. Let's do that for a turn or two, and then we'll terraform. And then we'll toss in another 10 million pop from each of these planets. Yep, ultra-rich planets, they're pretty good, even when they're little like this one. I would probably just have that feed the reserve right now. All right, so Licky is in a position where we would like to terraform this one. Let's wait until it can do double terraform in one turn. That would be 25. And then I can actually have it feed it with Earth's population, get it up to a higher tier. Earth should be pretty close to max. Yeah, Earth's only a couple turns away from maxing out. Then we'll get the defenses. Earth should not need heavy defenses. It's pretty well back here, but you never know. Like this could be going somewhere for all we know. Kind of have to watch where this fleet's headed. I believe it's headed to Tau, but I don't know for sure. If it keeps moving in this direction, it could be headed to Earth. It is a possibility. In fact, you know what? Let's just play on the safe side. This is probably not headed towards Earth, but if it is, we need to get the shield up. One shield would protect us from all this garbage. So, all right, I will keep an eye on where that goes next turn. All right, Meklars. Oh, I was already on these planets. That's right. Okay, Robot, Paradise. I mean, if they want to target these poor worlds, it's like whatever. I'm not too. If they want to go blow them up, it's okay. I mean, it's not great, but we can always recolonize. Okay, so this planet, yeah, that's fine for right now. Valhalla's getting its defenses up, which we need because there could be ships. Well, there's nothing there, but there could be. Midgar, I was building some more bases on. And this planet is still in its baking phase. All right, this planet has one base. We need to build more here. It's a frontline world. I hate having an artifacts planet not researching, but we need to be safe because these guys are probably coming after us soon. All right, so I want to see where this fleet's going. This fleet is just below it's below the 2 Ks in Draka. So let's see where it goes in between turns. Oh, improve robotics, done. That'll be really nice. Then we can add 2 more factory levels on every planet. This is a biggie. I'm going to increase spending on this. This is a big tech. Okay, so Valhalla, you built the shield. Okay, so last turn that fleet was below. All right, so that fleet is going to Draka, so we are actually safe. And I hate that we have to measure it out like that, but that means Earth can now go back to finishing its bases. So we're not actually getting attacked right there. Again, they haven't actually declared war on us. They just have signaled that they're planning on it. Look at this. So this will get this up to 10-ish. 10 bases should be plenty for the time being. All right, so I do want to swap around prioritization levels a little bit. Um, that planetology is still actually just about everything here is valuable, but I can still squeeze out an additional tick from some of these fields. Force fields is not quite as high of a priority. Just make that a little bit higher of a priority. And another tick for this too. We have so many factories to build. This is also a valuable tech. Okay. Okay, so just let's do one more turn of reserve spending here, because you're going to be feeding the reserves soon. Oh, look at this. Look at this, 44 factories per turn. Are you kidding me? This planet is so crazy. All right, and then next turn we'll terraform. So we should start the pop transports moving already, because by the time they get there, this planet will already be terraformed. So we'll send 10, same thing before, 10 million more. By the time they get there, it'll be fully terraformed. And another 10 million from here too. That's 5 turns. Well, is what it is. I remember that being slow. We need faster engines. That's okay. These are just poor worlds, which are really only good for growing pop. All right. You are already up to 33 factories per turn. So it's at half factories, right? Full max is 500, so it's at half full. Licky, yes. This is the plan I want to start terraforming. One more turn of factories, and then we terraform. And then Earth will feed it with pop once it gets its missile base done. That should line up well. Earth finish one base, and then you can help stand up Licky as a new planet. Oh, this planet's finally going to be close to hitting its. Actually, it still has a little ways to go, but it's close. It's close. All right, end of line. So Valhalla will help you with your terraforming, but you need to. Well, we can start the terraforming here. You can terraform over 4 turns, and we'll build factories with the rest of our pop. And then Valhalla can send you pop for your increased population. I mean, this will go to 50, size 50, which is, not good, but better. All right, Midgar, I will probably take it off bases after this turn. And Little Narnia can't build them very quickly, and Robot should be on them for the time being. Okay. 700 factories on the big planets will be quite nice. All right, so Robot finally finished its shield. Now I want you to build some bases. Okay. Meklars, I said I was going to pull off factory construct or base. Actually, we'll do one more turn. One more turn there. Narnia can build 1 per turn, and this will get this to 10. So I guess I'll stop there too. Okay, we still have not seen anything incoming from the bears so far. How close are you to max factories? You still need a couple more turns to hit. Even though it says max, you still need another couple turns there. All right, so Paradise. I figured I'd be able to adjust that all the way up to 2 factories per turn. Woo! 2 factories per turn. Yeah, if you play into the super late game, you can actually get like thousands of factories with all the advanced late game terraforming. Okay. So this turn we'll terraform, and this will do all the terraforming. I'll get it up to size 25 to 45, and then we'll put the rest in factories, and then by the time these get here, they'll be able to finish filling it up. Pop. Okay. And then up here for Valhalla. All right, this now has a couple bases. So I want to start, considering how long it takes to get there, it takes 3 turns to get there. Probably do the same thing as before, send 9 and 9 over 2 turns, and that'll make sure it fills it up. Works for me, and then we'll do it again next turn. And Midgar and Meklars can go back to research after next turn. We do have somebody on tech, don't we? Yeah. So just building up here. As I said, time is almost always on the side of the player in this game. So Northwest did finish its factories. I thought it would take another turn to finish its factories. Well, it's done now. So with this being done, now we just want to grow. They're missing 8 pop, so the factories are not sitting there. not getting worked. Again, you can just wait for the pop to fill up naturally. You can do that, but I feel like it's worthwhile to take a turn just to do this, max it out, and that way the factories aren't sitting there unworked. But there is some inefficiency lost by doing that. All right, so we're gonna do the same thing as before, send you another 9 million pop. And by the time you get there, the plan will be able to hold that. Everybody helping each other out. That's what this is all about, right? Planets helping other planets. Anyway, and I forgot you actually didn't max out on factories yet. I stopped putting factories to build those bases. So you go back to working on your last 100 factories. You have 10 bases. That should be pretty good for the time being. Narnia has, let's get up to 5 there so I can crash more if I need to. Robot, you're also a frontline world. So this, you can now go over to research. And we should be looking pretty safe here overall. Once the planets go back to research, that little cube goes up quickly. All right, so humans are still allied with the Bulrathi. Again, I wouldn't mind. We have not had any spying hits with these guys yet. I think we would probably take auto repair if we get the option. So these guys are at war with me. Let's talk to the humans again and see if we can get them to break that with the Bulrathi. I am not shocked that they are not listening to me, but it's worth a try. Sometimes they do. We also probably should get an updated scouting report on these guys soonish, because what we have is a little outdated. All right, these guys have not turned up anything. I guess they picked up Sortrium, but we're actually researching that. Yeah, they still don't have much of anything that's scary. So we're just cruising right now. We're just building up, and this is what you want as the Meklar. Just, build up, build up, build up. Still waiting to see if anyone's going to get controlled radiated. Humans have Warp 3, true. We have Warp 4 engines on the way, though. We're actually almost halfway done. That'll be nice. Then we'll finally not have our pop transports crawling around at Warp 1. But this also means we can finally get in the warship business. Fusion drives, mass driver, class 5 shields, battle computer 4. And then, we need some kind of bomb tech, though. Without any kind of bomb tech, we can't really get through people's defenses. Although these guys have class 2 deflectors, so we probably could get through that, even without bombs. Yeah, we still haven't seen anything from them. Oh, here we go. Well, we wanted construction. We don't have that. This is controlled tundra. I don't remember what propulsion was for them. I don't remember what we had for propulsion. But I think we take controlled tundra in case they turn up something good in planetology. That way we clean this out, and we have the chance to get something else that's good. So I think we'll take this. Planetology check's always good. Yeah. Oh, wait, no, this is the Cylons? I thought it was the humans that... Oh, okay. Yeah, they're probably all going to dogpile in against me. And again, the reason for that is just my pop's so much higher than everybody else's. There's a lot of pressure on the AI to declare war when that happens. We're actually up to relaxed with the humans, but the problem is I don't think that's going to stay that way for very long. Because they're allied with, these guys are allied with the humans and the Cylons. Oh, that must be why. They signed an alliance with the Cylons and then brought them in. Yeah, our spy is IG-88. That is deliberate. This game definitely took that. Anyway, so I guess we could have gotten inertial stabilizer, so that might have been a better pull. But anyway, we do have to be a bit more concerned about the Cylons just because they have those fusion bombs. But on the other hand, these guys could be a good target to go after too, because we'd be able to pull some good techs from them. They have 5 points of shielding. We don't have anything that can get through their defenses yet. And it would be tough to spy on them, but we'll see. Let's keep spying with these guys until we can lift auto repair and mercs, and then maybe we'll shift our spying over to the Cylons. Still, my frontline worlds with the Cylons are also my frontline worlds with the Bulrathi. So at least this doesn't like pull new ships, new worlds that are like threatened and have to be defended into play. It's like exactly the same worlds for both of them. Yeah, there's some fan patches out there. I have used some of them. Kyrub's mod. is definitely improves the AI ship design, but I have not installed it. Like, I have to do a fresh install periodically of this game. And I didn't, when I did that, I didn't reapply that. All right, anyway, so this planet, so I messed up. I accidentally did 2 turns of growing pop here. Oh wait, no, I didn't. No, I didn't. I did not do that. That was just the pop transports arriving at exactly the right moment. So never mind. All right, well, this may actually max out in factories on the next turn because Ultra Riches build factories so unbelievably fast, but it's okay. All right, so Earth, let's build you your 1 missile base. And Licky, now you should start terraforming. And then we'll be able to send that pop over. All right, terraform. And what's going on up here? It's end of the line finished. It needs one more turn of terraforming. And these pop transports are ready to come in. It's at 32 million, and we've got 18 million pop coming in, so that looks pretty good there. And this planet needs to build its missile base. This planet's in the back line, so 1 base is okay for the time being. If it looks like it's getting attacked, we can crash build more bases. Yeah, not Spambot's right. I had one of those fan things installed before, and then in one of the times when I switched to a new laptop, I didn't reinstall it at some point, so I don't have it right now. All right, Earth, let's build your 1 base, or 2 in this case. End of line. Now does not need to keep terraforming. All right, there we go. And here's our scanner ship. Has made it all the way up there. Okay, so this planet's on research. I think Narnia, now that it has 5, I'll send it over to research. Again, I can crash build bases there if I have to. Robot, same deal. It should be up to about 10. I'll send it back to research as well. All right, so I mean, we're researching pretty fast with all this, with these planets going back on, and we have like a whole bunch of techs that are about halfway done. So like we actually get quite a bit stronger when we get construction plus another 20 million pop on every world will make a huge difference. That should mean we have just like no chance of losing the council vote once that's the case. Fusion drives is really big, and mass driver gives us an actual weapon that we can consider doing something with. Anyway, I'm a little surprised we haven't had more luck stealing stuff from these guys. At least, all right, the humans have dropped out of alliance with these other guys, so that's good. Maybe we can get at least a non-aggression pact with them. We are up to relaxed. Okay, cool. And wow, I've had a spy with Clacons for ages without me spending. All right, so they now have a more realistic weapon. They have Fusion Beam, but I believe I have enough shielding to stop that. Fusion Beam is 4 to 16, I think, and I have 8 points of shielding, so that should stop that. But they could make that. They could slap Heavy Fusion Beam. Let me just look at the stats on Fusion Beam. It's one of my favorite guns in the game. Fusion Beam, yeah, Fusion Beam is 4 to 16. Heavy is 4 to 30. So the Heavy would do 2 to 15, which I would not have enough shielding to stop, but they would need an awful lot of them to break through. Yeah, they would need an awful lot of Heavy Fusion Beams, but still, that is a weapon that could deal damage. Still, even if in a very inefficient way, they could actually cause some trouble that way. All right. Still, that's good to get the non-aggression pact. Earth, all right, should finish its base and then can start sending. We can just grow pop and send it. Terminus should be about to. Yeah, we actually have 10 million pop coming in. 177 factories. So this is going to overflow, but that's fine. It'll just put some more in the reserve from overflowing. And then we'll build the base, and then we'll start start feeding the reserve there. Northwest. Okay, Northwest is about to get its 1 base, and then that can do research. And then this planet's just doing its thing. And then Valhalla almost is finally maxed out. Almost 400 factories. And then I'm going to like to get a few more bases there, although I think this is a relatively quiet portion of the map. Build a few more, and then like get to 5 bases, and then this can do research as well. It'll be another 400 BC per turn planet. And then meanwhile, way down at the bottom of the map, Chernobyl is getting close to maxing. It needs 100 more factories, and it should be building them at, what is this? Each factory costs 8 BC, so it's probably building about 40 to 50 factories per turn. And then we'll just grow the remaining pop, put our one base on there, and there you go. More research for us. Get to the next tier of text, and then maybe we can look to do something. Up, here comes a Cylon something. Okay, so this planet's done. We only need the one base on Northwest. And then Earth was the other planet that just needed the one base. Okay. So Earth needs to feed Licky. Kind of an odd thing to say, Earth needs to feed Licky. Let's just do 10 million over 2 turns. Should be able to grow 10 million pop pretty easily. 10 million, and then that'll get this to 40 million. It'll max it out. And then our little poor, ultra poor worlds in the back lines just very quietly build their factories forever. Okay, so Terminus has finished. So now we'll build the missile base. I don't expect this ever to get targeted, but better safe than sorry. Still hoping to steal auto repair and mercs from these guys. Probably should get an updated spying report with some of the other AIs. We're also getting closer to another council vote, but I mean, with my pop bar graph looking like this, I'm not that worried. I think I'm pretty safe there. Let the bears take a world so they can get some tech. Okay, well, we do have this flying down here. Okay, this appears to be the main Cylon fleet, and it looks like it's headed for Neuromancer. Okay, that is a bit troubling because this means that they could... we know that they could have fusion bombs on one of these designs. I wish I could scout to see what's on them. That's a lot of ships. But, so we're going to crank the... I'm pretty sure they're heading for Neuromancer. So we're going to crank the bases here, and we should be able to feed the reserve as well. So we can stand up bases even faster. I just want to finish the... Well, let's put that on hold. We might need to crank the reserve here. We'll just stack up the bases as high and as fast as we can. I mean, anytime you see this many ships flying at you, you got to be a little nervous. So I think this means that if we get the steal opportunity with the Bulrathi, we take Merculites over auto repair just because we want better stuff for our bases. I don't suppose the humans have any missile techs. They do not appear to have any missile techs we could trade for. Well, we'll see. We'll see what's on those designs. We also can now scout. I mean, we're going to see what's on those designs pretty quickly. Let's send this scanner ship up there. Finally, they'll go all the way up there. I thought they would hit us more sooner than that, but nope. Okay. And then I'll get Valhalla to build some more. Only place that'd be really dangerous is if they went after Narnia just because it's a little planet that can't build bases that quickly. Yeah, it does look like that's... Oh, well, I guess we're stealing range 5. Okay, hey, better than nothing. That spy did not make it very deeply into their network. Oh, Chernobyl is maxed out on factories, you guys. Now let's grow the remaining pop that it needs. So this is like the Meklar. They're very slow to develop, but like once they actually get going, they cap out at a pretty high rate. All right, so Earth needs another 10 million pop down here for Licky. And then Earth can just do research as well. Yeah, they definitely appear to be headed for Neuromancer, so we should be able to get 20 bases up there, no problem, by the time they arrive. Maybe more than that, because they're slowed by the nebula. And it's not bad to, like, stack. Or maybe or maybe the network isn't very deep. That's also a possibility. At least now we have our inertial stabilizer. So they're allied with the Klakons. Again, I don't really want to fight these guys. I wonder if there's any way we can stop fighting them. Let's see if we can get these guys to declare on the Bulrathi. Yeah. I'm trying here, but I don't think I'm going to be able to stop the big dog pile. If I can just keep the humans on my side, I'd be reasonably pleased with that. You can only name a world when you settle it. Yep, you can't rename. There's no renaming of planets in this game, amusingly. Anyway, does any of this stuff actually help us in an upcoming fight? Not really. None of this stuff would actually help. Well, the planetary shield would, but we're not close to that. So it looks like we're going to have to use the text we have available if this comes to when this comes to a battle? Well, they're going to limp in slowly, slowly working their way through that nebula. But I'm hopeful that by the time they get there, we'll be in pretty good shape. Just double checking some of these planets here. Okay. I mean, I'm researching at a pretty good rate, so. All right, so Earth, yeah. Wow, Chernobyl, that was fast. Okay, let's get your one missile base up for safety's sake. The one place I haven't done that is Terminus because I'm using it to feed the reserve right now. All right, meanwhile, up here, I think I'm okay with Valhalla's 5 bases, so we'll put that on research too. It's like, I mean, look, this is a lot of BC. We're going to be tearing through these texts pretty quickly here. Yeah, it sure looks like this is headed for Neuromancer. I mean, if it heads for Robot, I'm going to have egg on my face, but I don't think they have range to reach that, honestly. Yeah, I would sure like the. Oh wow, now they're out there allied with every single AI. So this is the one thing that I really do hate about Master of Orion. The AI signs these alliances like they're nothing, and then it just like immediately tears up all the diplomacy from earlier in the game. I need to find a crack here. I need to get one of these AIs to not be on the team with the others. I think I'd like the humans to be my ally in this game. There's not really. Yes. Nice. Alright, I've got my one ally. I just want one ally on my side. So now by them being at war with the Bulrathi, they will probably get pulled in. So it looks like it's going to be me and the humans against the other AIs, which I'm okay with. Alright, I need to know what these other AIs have. So let's increase our spying just so we can figure out what the AI has. I need to know if there's anything I can trade. All right, that's good. That's what I was looking for. I do not mind paying them the 400 BC at all. That's a trivial price to pay. Okay, so it does mean we're not going to be able to double production as much this turn, but I mean, we're already building plenty of bases there. All right. Hopefully this doesn't lead to the ants nomming the humans. Yeah, hopefully not. We'll see. Humans have 4 planets spread out, so again, we should be able to go on the offensive, not too much further down the road. I just want to finish. I want to keep building up the world for right now. I also have to potentially adjust planets because did Licky finish terraforming? Nice. Okay, glad I caught that. Otherwise, it would have been spending time on eco spending. Because like I still do have some planets, obviously ignoring the poor worlds, but like I finally have a lot of these planets just about done with their development. And then I just need like actual offensive techs, which I don't really have just yet, but like I'm close to being able to switch over to the offensive. You really would like it's just such a pain to try to attack people if you don't have like warp 4 so that your ships actually can move at a decent rate. It's like if we can get this and the auto repair and a bomb tech from somewhere, then we're actually in pretty good shape. I mean, we can play this patiently too, but we'll see. This is someone else declaring war, I bet. Oh, no, they want to up our trade agreement. Yes, yes, please. This is our friend that we're cultivating. Of course, I also just said I wanted. Oh, and look at this. Now they're at war with everyone. One turn later, they're at war with everyone. So I'd be willing to sign them up to an alliance, actually. Potential. Well, that would bring me into war with the Klakons, but they're probably going to declare war shortly anyway. So me and the humans, let's go, buddy. You're my friends, the humans. Okay. So yeah, this fleet is almost certainly going for Neuromancer, but I should be able to have 25 bases by the time they get there. So, all right, just going to check these planets because I did sign a higher trade agreement. I have to make sure planets are not in waste spending. All right, Chernobyl's going to finish its base, and then it'll be able to go on to spending. How many factory? All right, end of line is not close to maxing out. We can dump some reserve spending in there down the road, but for right now, the reserve's being used to double bases at the planet that's being targeted. So it looks like we get 260, which is not enough to fully double production here. So we can't quite double the production, but we can still increase it by a decent margin. I mean, that's a lot of research, so we're kind of burning through the tech tree very quickly. Yeah, wait for the Klakons to break the non-aggression pact. They're slowly creeping in. All right, so Chernobyl can now go into research as well. Yep, definitely coming for Neuromancer. As I said, there's going to be a lot of bases here. I think we can. I think it's one more turn, so I think we'll be at 25 when they arrive. That's not bad. A lot of bases. Bases are a bit of a drain on the economy, but not too bad. And in terms of tech, we got some stuff in the percentages, so we are going to get some hits soon. This is really nice, 20 million more on every planet. This is also really nice, another 2 factories per pop. So our econ is like amazing. Then we just need to translate that into actual weapons. So I'm willing to, as I said, I don't feel the immediate need to rush this. Besides, where would I really attack anyway? Like where am I actually attacking? I guess up here. Actually, this and these two are the easiest targets. We could hit this and take these planets over, and then go for the Klakons after that. Like wipe this and then the big showdown with the Klakons after we've absorbed some of their tech. All right, so we got a report on the humans. Okay, they have advanced eco. That's nice. I would really like to see if I could get their fusion bomb as well. They also have improved space scanner, but they won't trade that yet. I don't need controlled inferno. Soil enrichment would of course be great, but the AI charges an insane amount for that. I can actually get the fusion bomb. We can hold here for the moment, but I think I will trade for this. I think this is my next trade target with them. Anyway, so since we got a report on them, let's now update our report with these guys. And we're still hoping to steal Mercs and auto repair. Still hoping for that. It would genocide the Cylons, but that's probably the point in time in the game where I can get away with that. All right, well, we got to see what they've got on these things. All right. Okay, this is scary. This is a scary, scary ship. Oh, 5 points of shielding on this. All right, well, what's irrelevant here? This is irrelevant. This can't hurt me. I think we kill this. I think we kill this first. I think we kill the Star Wings first. I really wish I had a better weapon than Hyper X's. Alright, the heavy blast cannons, do they do enough damage to get through my shielding, is the question. So we have 8 points of shielding. Heavy blast cannons do 3 to 24. Okay, they can actually damage me, because they can do up to 12 damage, and I only have 8 points of shielding. So that is a threat, but there's not too many of these. And the damage is pretty low. So it's really the Star Wings, and then kill the Star Wings, and then focus the Novas. At least they only have one Death Spore, thankfully. I think even if they drop every fusion bomb, it's not enough to kill the planet, because I have so many bases. 5 points of shielding is rough, but... So this is not inconsequential, but I think we're okay. The neutron blaster does not do enough damage. That only does 3 to 12, so that gets halved to 2 to 6, and that does not get through my shielding. By the way, 2 more points of shielding would definitely be good against this. Okay, so this is like their whole fleet. Starwing first with the fusion bombs. Where's the Starwing? Here we go. So as far as what we're packing, we have these Hyper X's. We do have Duralloy, which is nice. Our attack level is very high. So look at this. We have BC4, so our attack level is excellent on these. What's their defense on the, what's their missile defense? Not very good. So this is missile defense 0, so that actually helps a lot too. But the shielding, they do have pretty heavy shielding on these. Now, as far what's their attack level? Okay, this ship actually has very good attack level, so that's a problem too. It means their bombs will be more likely to hit and do more damage, because we only have 3 points of missile defense. That's because we have you get 1 by default, and then we have ECM 2. All right. Anyway, enough of scouting this out. So we're shooting at these, the Starwing, because they have fusion bombs. We have some laser fighters here too, so see if they can. All right, so I do not think we're going to kill this stack in one shot. Okay, I was hoping to see how much this would do. Let's fire this at the big ship stack just to see. Okay, nope, we need more shots at the little ship stack. I wasn't sure. That's okay, though. So we should be able to kill this. These are probably dead, aren't they? Yeah, that's okay. We did not do very much damage to that, but we should be able to kill this stack before it hits the planet, which is good because that's where all the fusion bombs are. I mean, there's more on this as well, but... Alright. See how much this does. Okay. Like, the death spores are annoying, but they don't have... I don't think they have enough to kill the whole planet. I hope, anyway. No, they don't have enough death spores to kill the whole planet. So they'll kill some more bases and kill some more pop, but this should not be enough to kill us. They just don't have enough bombs. We should be able to kill one of these two. I don't think we can kill them both. Yeah, dangerous ships for to be sure. Actually, should I be focusing this stack too? Because they can actually... they haven't actually killed much pop at all. No, we want to kill one of these. One of these two. Because, like, they actually are dealing damage with the heavy blasters, but it's low. How many more bombs do they have left? 5 more count. Okay, yeah, we need to take out one of these two ships, because their bombs are actually doing a lot of damage. Okay, they are hurting more than I thought they would. Like, you can see my ship shots are doing less damage. And we're about to kill this, but unfortunately they still have those lasers. Actually, they might get through this. I did not think they had enough. Oh, I don't even know if we kill this. Oh, actually, we're not even going to kill this. Shoot. Huh. We're not even going to kill this. They're going to run away on 50 out of 1,300 HP. Because they can just keep shooting with this. That's... Yikes. Okay. Well... We needed a... Oh, great. Well, that was literally played the way a human would play it. They tanked all that damage and then ran. So I have misplayed this fight. I should have been shooting at this stack instead. I've misplayed this fight badly. I should have been firing at this stack because we would have been able to kill a bunch of these ships. Instead, we fired all those shots, killed nothing, and then they just ran away after dropping all the bombs. That was perfectly played. Absolutely perfectly played. Yeah. I did not think they would have enough, but, yeah. And now they'll bombard. Alright, well, they just hit one of my best planets. Yeah. Now it's hitting the fan. So, it looks like we're going to lose this planet for the time being. So, yeah, huh. Well, we killed the first... I mean, the thing that hurt us there is just our missiles were too bad. We just needed a better missile attack. Not having HyperX or Mercs or Scatterpack in my tech tree was pretty bad. No, I mean, like, this is not like panic. I mean, we've got a lot of planets. It's just they managed to punch through and hit the... They managed to punch through and get the first one. But they'll have to stop to invade this planet, so that gives us more time. All right. That was bad. That was really bad. Yeah, I mean, hey, I said I made a mistake. I'm not perfect, guys. Should have targeted the heavy blasters, but I actually think they had enough to get that regardless. But we could have killed a bunch of the larges. I thought so my plan was kill one of the two huges and then shift to the larges. I did not expect to be unable to kill one of the two huges. They actually just did a lot more damage than I was expecting. They really just punched through with way more damage than I was expecting. It just happens sometimes. Like, I don't always read the fights correctly as much as I wish I did. All right, so what do we do here? We need better missile attack really badly, because you saw what happened. If we had better missiles, we would have survived. So maybe we can get Mercs. I mean, one of the things that's been frustrating is I'm really surprised I have not been able to steal Merculates from these guys. Mercs would have made a very big difference in that fight. So they had 5 points. So just to give you a little bit on the math here, they had 5 points of shielding. My missiles did 8 damage. So only 3 points of damage was getting through. If I had mercs, they'd be doing 10 damage, 5 points of shielding, 5 gets through. That's a 60% increase in damage. Humongous difference. Humongous difference there. I just thought that with that many bases, I was relatively secure, but no. They actually brought a mix of weapons that was quite good at cracking bases. Like the fusion bombs and neutron blasters. I mean, that's to be expected given the text they had. But it's a little bit unfortunate that they didn't roll something other than the fusion. If it was just the blasters, we would have been fine. Like if those ships are all packing, I don't know, something other than bombs and death spores, we would have been okay. Anyway, so just means it does not mean the game is over or anything like that. It just means that we are going to have to respond. Okay, these are not the text I was looking for. They do have fusion bomb here, which we would like. I do need this to go on the offensive, so even though this is a horrible trade, I'm not going to be fighting the humans, so alright. Yeah, they're not offering mercs, so never mind. Yeah. You can only ask so many times. Alright. Really, really hoping we'll just be able to steal this. We can increase our spying percentage by a little bit. 3 ticks. Alright, well, so poor Neuromancer just got blasted there. Let's, well, we're going to regrow Pop. They'll probably just keep blowing up the factories there, but for the time being, we'll do that. I'm trying to think if it's worthwhile to build more bases, because we built 20 bases there and it wasn't enough. Versus pushing tech to try to get something better. But the only thing that's incoming soon that's actually going to help is force field tech. So I don't know if that really does that much for us. I don't know that pushing tech really does that much here. So I guess it probably is. We need to increase bases on the planets that are threatened by these guys, especially you. Mostly I just need a better missile tech. Really just need a better missile tech I mean, maybe we'll have stingers available at the next tier. That's a possibility. That would sure be nice. We go from 8 damage to 15 damage and the higher targeting computer too. Anyway, well, you can now finally build your base. I have no idea what like Mario Samus is talking about. Literally no idea. Anyway. All right, well, that was certainly humiliating. We should be, I mean, so they're going to be tied up for a little while here. Can retreat our laser fighters. Those will surely come in handy. I don't see an easy way to strike back at them just yet. Now, they did have enough bombs on their ships that they're not going to be great in ship-to-ship combat just yet. Well, what does a movie that HBO Max canceled have anything to do with this game? Anything at all? Literally has nothing to do with this, but you know, feel free to enjoy yourself in the chat. All right, I've lost, so that's disappointing, but I've certainly lost plenty of planets before. So they are taking the time to bombard. They almost certainly have sent ground invaders. Yeah, I wish I had killed a bunch of those ships. The situation would be a lot easier if I had killed like 10 of those ships. Anyway, for the time being, we'll continue regrowing Pop as they blow. See, this is what the AI does: is they blow up all the factories, and then there's like nothing left on the invasion, so they don't steal techs. Anyway, we're actually still making pretty good progress here. So we're actually about to get a big econ surge from improved robotics plus improved terraforming. So we're not going to get a big econ surge. It's more, what can we do with that? Still have a spy in this network here. Yeah, so they're going to keep bombarding. Can't stop that, unfortunately. I have to drive them away. So like they're just taking out all the factories that we painstakingly built up over all this time. But yep, for the time being, so many techs in the percentages, and every planet that's on the border is building more bases right now. Like every planet that's, oh, hello, what's this? Corona Star Blazer. Oh, wait, what? This planet's not even defended? What? This planet doesn't even have any defenses. Okay. If it wasn't the Bullrathi, I didn't even realize that. Okay, well, I didn't even realize that my scout ship went up here and didn't get anything. Okay, well, these are not too dangerous. Midgard just needs to build bases. Every planet that's up here is already building bases as fast as they can. Anyway, so Terminus, you feed the reserve. And then once we have a better idea, I believe this is going to Midgard, but it could also be going to Narnia. We'll see. I mean, we can probably just send a bunch of pop-up here and grab this planet. This is not the big stack. I'm not that worried about this. If we can get, 15 bases, we can shoot these down, no problems. It was, it was really those Nova ships that caused the big problem in that last fight. But let's see if we can get the propulsion tech fusion drives, and then that we might be able to send pop transports up there to invade that planet. Because you know what? If we can't steal from these guys, we can just invade that planet and then take these techs for ourselves. It's undefended. There's no missile bases up there. And keep bombarding the planet. I really want to destroy whatever's there. I have how many? 31 coming. Okay. I mean, they'll get this, but it's going to take them a while. So it looks like Midgard's their target. So Midgard can just keep building for right now. Narnia, I don't think you are the target, but I guess you should just keep building bases. We have research enough right now. Anyway, we have a whole bunch of stuff that's ready to pop, so hopefully we'll start hitting some of these techs. These guys have not discovered anything for ages. At least they've destroyed so many factories that they won't get much in the way of techs. We're also getting close to a council vote, but I'm not too concerned because my pop is so far out in front. And the humans. Now, if the humans are my opponent, that could actually be bad. But I think I still have a third veto block anyway. And I'm also close to getting this next terraforming tech in planetology, which gives me another 20 million on each world. Actually really hoping atmospheric terraforming is in my tech tree. So this planet, poor Neuromancer, is getting sacrificed right now to the AI. All right, that's nice. And a new weapon, okay. So, I mean, we could get range 8, but I don't think we need that. So even though Impulse Drive doesn't do much for us, it's better than the alternative. Actually, that doesn't even move the tech tree forward, so Impulse Drives it is. And we could backtrack for Inertial Stabilizer, but I think we can get this from the Bullrathi, honestly. Do I have any favorite modern 4X games? So I play a lot of Civ 4. I don't know if that counts. As far as games that came out recently, the most recent one would probably be Humankind, which I've been playing on stream a little bit. All right. So, yikes. This is just a disaster of a game for missile tech. We did not have HyperX, or we didn't have HyperX. We got that in a trade. We don't have scatter packs. We don't have Merculites. We appear to not have stingers either. Like, seriously, what is this game? It's so weird. Like, this game has just decided to be bizarre in every way possible. The map is so weird. The AIs are so weird. So what is this at the tier? This is, which one is this? Fusion Beam? I'm looking at what's available at this tier. We've had, weapons. There's so many weapons. Yeah, no stingers. No stingers available either. And then there's actually no missiles available at the next tier. So, I mean, we've just had so many weird options. So, like, At this tier, there's 5 techs, right? Well, guess what? Ion Rifle was the only option. Or no, we had Ion Rifle and Mass Driver. Ion Rifle, which we don't need because we have hand lasers. Like, these are the only options. No Scatter Pack, no Mercs, no Blaster. All right, what's at this tier? No Antimatter Bomb, no Graviton Beam, no Stingers, no Hard Beam, just the Fusion Beam, nothing else. It's like, okay. You know, it's kind of bad when you miss Hyper X and Scatter Pack and Merculites and Stingers. That's kind of bad. That's a bit of a short hole in your tech tree, but we just got to play around it. We certainly had good luck in other factors in this game. So the only thing we can take to move the tree forward is Fusion Beam. Just okay, I don't know where the barrel system is, so I can't do anything about that. That's somewhere in the AI territory. We are not hitting right now. No missile, right? No missiles at the next rung, unfortunately. So there's no help on the horizon. All right, but we can make our own luck. If we can take over this world, we will assuredly pull some kind of tech, and maybe it'll be Merculites. Auto repair would be nice as well, but Mercs would be better. Now, the problem is these are the Bulrathi, so attacking them is going to be difficult, but they don't appear to have much in the way of ground pounder techs. They have Duralloy, we have Duralloy. We have battle suits. They don't have battle suits. We have hand lasers. They don't have hand lasers. So it's actually not that bad of a. It's actually not that terrible. So if we can get up there, now we can actually send transports that don't take 10,000 years to do their thing. So if we can get 100 million up there, we can take this planet. So now the problem is most of these planets are building bases. Okay, so Midgar is the one that's being attacked. So let's has an incoming fleet going after it. So Midgar, you are going to build bases. I'm pretty sure we can fend this off. Pretty sure we can fend this off with against this stack. We already know what's on those designs. Neuromancer probably gets taken over, but how good is the Cylon ground tech? Let's just see out of curiosity. So they have Duralloy, we have Duralloy. They have personal deflector shield. They have hand lasers, we have hand lasers. So we have battle suits, they don't. So it's basically net even between us. It's basically net even. So if we can get, 40 million pop on this planet, then we could hold it. So the factories are now 0. So if we're lucky, they'll stop bombarding Neuromancer. We might as well double the minuscule amount of production it gets to try to regrow pop. I don't think we can get up to 30 million pop by the time they get there, but we're just going to try to grow enough pop to survive and just continue to stall for time. Okay, meanwhile, at Kita, so it's totally undefended, so we're just going to start sending pop up there. 4 turns. You are what is the size of this planet? 80, so it can probably do 10 million. And I'm just going to send that, and you'll regrow it. Midgar, you're the one getting attacked, and then Valhalla you can send as well. Oh, do I wait 1 turn and then send? This is 100, so you can probably do 15, and we'll just send like 25. We'll just be sending 25 each turn. Yeah, I'll start doing that next turn, and then we'll just cram it full of population and wear it down over a couple turns of invasions, and hope that we can pull some techs. We won't be able to hold the planet, but who cares? We can at least try. By the way, this poverty point down here, it has hit 150 factories, so very, very slowly progressing. Paradise, the ultra poors are just kind of a lost cause, but I always like to try to build them up anyway, because if you're not like, what is 100 BC of research even going to do? Not that much, so might as well take the time to try to get them stood up. Anyway, we're about to get a gazillion terraforming things, because we're about to get plus 40 terraforming and robotics 4. So as I said, we're about to get much stronger there. Sadly, our weapon situation continues to be really bad. We don't really need propulsion much at this point. Our weapon situation is just a disaster in this game, particularly in terms of missile tech. So still hoping we can steal Mercs. Anyway, but we're just stalling for time. What's this? Is this the Klakons declaring war? So I would have said yes, but now I've got pop transports on the way, so I'm going to say no. Maybe if we can, you know what, if we could take this planet, I would then say yes. Okay, so this planet was able to grow 10 million pop. So we'll send again. And you should be able to do 15, I think. If you come up a little bit short, then we can send slightly less the next turn. And we'll do this for like 3 turns and see how it goes. Should be able to wear this planet down. As I said, need about 100 million pop there. All right, so we're going to have about as many factories or bases here. Now, I would love it if we had the force field tech, but I don't think we will. All right, Narnia is still building Neuromancer. I mean, Neuromancer grew 2 million pop between turns, so there you go. I gotta remember to transfer to this planet first because it costs mere pennies. Just gonna grow pop so they can fight off the invaders. All right, Meklars on 22 bases. That should be good for the time being. Robot, I'll pull this off too. Narnia needs a bit more. This is a little world. Midgar, we're building. Okay. Get that research back up again. All right, cool. Valhalla was able to do 15. I wasn't sure if it would be able to hit that or not. Okay, so we're up to 10 million pop here. Just trying to grow that pop as quickly as possible. Make it more costly for these invaders who are trapped in the nebula. All right. Cylon's being annoying. We will pay them back. Just you wait. All right. Send the 15 million. Of course, obviously I'm not researching by pumping this in, but you know, if we can get a couple techs from this planet, it'll be worth it. I still don't know why our spies have not been able to steal from Borathi that are this pathetic when it comes to computer tech. Spies are real, and now granted, we're not playing as we are not the Darlocks this game, so keep that in mind. But look at this, we're actually competitive in tech with the AI, which is extremely rare for impossible difficulty. These guys also have fusion beam, okay. But like nobody is really honestly that impressive in this game. It is impossible, trust me. All right, let's see how this goes. We have 27 bases, so we know we need to focus these ships. I believe the other ships are actually going to retreat as they have some asteroids there to provide cover. Well, they actually both retreated as soon as that happened. Okay, well, we blew up some ships. That's nice, considering the factories we're going to build. Well, I guess we have no choice to move the tech tree forward. What a barren tech tree this game is. It's like we have one option over and over and over and over again. Only reduced industrial waste 40. Now, that's not bad, because we only have reduced industrial waste 60. We have 80%, and this gets us to 40, so like that is a nice jump up. But like, what are we missing right now? Hold on, let me see what we're missing in the construction tree. Actually, this is not bad. I should not be complaining about this. The other options were II-5, which we don't need because we just got II-6, and Armored Exoskeleton, which I would not have taken anyway. So this actually is the thing I most want. And then hopefully Andrium's available at the next tier. So that was actually not bad. As I said, I shouldn't be complaining about that. One option available, but it's what I would have picked anyway. So now we get to build factories much more cheaply. All right, so we continue to send pop there. We still have a bunch of stuff in the percentages. So we have our two really big ones, the computers, plus terraforming and then plus robotic controls. Yeah, once we do all the terraforming, and if this invasion works, then I will probably design a warship for the first time. All right, anyway, so Midgard no longer needs to build bases. That is a pretty strong fortress right there. So we can stop doing that. So see how the AI has stopped bombarding? Fortunately, it's taking them forever to get their pop transports here. I don't know where those colony ships are going. Somewhere off in the distance. suppose anyone has controlled radiated. Well, we're about to start fleet building, so we'll finally be able to chase people off, even if they would start hitting. Even if someone would get controlled radiated. All right, so our population fleet is about to start arriving against these guys. Wait, no, this is the smaller planet. So we have 100 million in pop en route towards these guys, but they won't all get there immediately. Probably need to do another turn's worth of sending. Oh, this planet's finally about to max out. Cool. Good job, end of line. And then I've just still been base building on some of these planets around here. Backlines worlds. All right, and then we've got poverty. You know, poverty point, 16 factories per turn. Not terrible. Not terrible. It helps that we made them cheaper. We just dropped the cost to build them. Licky getting there too. Of course, we're about to increase the size of all these planets. So my pop is, I'm pretty sure this is 1/3 pop. I'm pretty sure this blocks any potential loss in the council, I think. Also, honestly, if the humans are my opponent, so I think I'm safe because if the humans are my opponent, the Klakons should vote for me. They're at war with the humans. They're not at war with me. And if the Klakons are my opponent, the humans will vote for me. Plus, I think I have 1/3 veto block anyway. So I think we're pretty good. Propulsion. Well, this is inertial stabilizer. That's nice. That's pretty nice. All right, robotics 4, so we're going to be building a lot of factories. And, oh, we need this scanner tech really badly. That's nice. We're missing the second tier scanner. We traded for the first tier. This is very much something we need. Also, one less tech to capture. Yes, Varys is right. One less tech to capture. All right. So we would have... Wait, where am I? Oh, I have the battle suits. That's right. Okay. So that didn't go... So yeah, the way this works is they have +10. So we both have... the hand lasers offsets the fact that they're the defender. You get +5 for being the defender. And then I have battle suits to their nothing. But they're the Volrathi. They get +20 to their ground rolls. So we killed, what, about 15 million pop? That's about right. It was like we lost 25 to kill 15, so that's about right. All right. So I'm going to keep on sending into the meat grinder until we can take this planet. And then, so that's going to delay the building of factories at these planets. But we want to grab this world. We really want the Merculites, as mentioned. Okay. All right, now elsewhere, continue growing pop at poor Neuromancer. We might be able to, I mean, they're taking so long. So like this fleet has just been stuck here for ages and ages because it's taking them so long. All right, so let's keep robot on research. Actually, no, because this is close to the front lines, I think I do want to put it on industry. So, oh yeah, oh, look at this, 78 per turn in the tiny planet. I will have to put one planet on research somewhere. Chernobyl, why don't you stay on research because you're way in the back lines. All right, and then this planet here. Oh, you remember how this planet just finished maxing its factories? Well, now it's got more factories to build. And then you guys are on duty. Yeah, you guys are regrowing pop. I'll stop having you build bases for a short time. All right, Neuromancer, we already got you. Earth. More factories, 50 factories per turn. Okay. So we do have a council vote coming up, but I think I should be safe for this council vote. Should be pretty safe here. I have so much pop. And as I said, I'm kind of in a situation where one of these two sides, like they're at war with each else, so they can't vote for their opponent if they're also at war with me. All right. There we go. So it's 80 million. It's 80 BC to terraform because we go from 20 to 40, and then it's 4 BC. So 20 times 4 is 80. So we'll be doing this between turns too. Okay. All right. We have atmospheric terraforming. That's a nice plus. So many hostile worlds. So hopefully we'll get atmospheric here, and then we'll be able to grab advanced soil at the next tier. That's the hope. But on this map, atmospheric terraforming is extremely valuable. All right. So some good hits, some big hits in the tech tree field on the last 2 turns. All right, so hopefully we get them down to like 40. That was not as good as I was hoping for. I think those were somewhat bad combat rolls. More terraforming is you get more pop. More pop means more factories, more production, more research. So we're actually up against the humans. Interesting. So the Cylons vote for them because they're at war with me. They're actually at war with the humans too, but in this game, now you might think in Master of Orion, hey, the Cylons are at war with me and they're at war with the humans, so they'll abstain, right? Nope. If they're at war with you, they always vote for your opponent, even if they're at war with the opponent too. It's one of the ways the game kind of cheats. All right, so they vote for themselves. The Klakon should vote for me here, though. They are at war with me, so they vote for them. See, they voted for me. And we, with 11 votes, obviously we can't vote for the humans. We still easily have a 1/3 veto block, 11 out of 25. In fact, we almost have a 50% block. So we're not in any real danger of losing. We've kind of passed the most dangerous point in the game, the point at which if all the AIs vote together against us, we lose. Okay, so now we need to terraform. So we're going to be tied up in that for a turn or two while these guys continue to come in. So look at this, we're up to 16 pop now. They have 31 incoming. They should still win, but like it's not as close as you might think because they've taken so long to try to move through the nebula up there. Okay, so I want to continue sending pop up here. We're slowly wearing them down with our 25 per turn. I wonder if I could squeeze out an extra person. Let's try 11 million from here. I wonder if we can get that. All right, now all the other planets that aren't engaged in population warfare need to terraform. So we'll do that. It's close enough. That should fully terraform the planet. And then we got a ridiculous amount of factories to build. All right, a planet like this benefits more. The smaller planets benefit more from terraforming, so like this was 25, it'll be 65 after this. Really makes a difference. Okay. Similarly, Licky was base size 20. Going up to size 60 really makes a difference. All right. Like a size 20 planet can't really do anything. A size 60 planet is like, oh, that's actually not that bad. Especially when we can build 6 factories for every pop. 6 factories per pop. The Meklar are pretty crazy. All right. So you, remember, do get full spending on econ. Yeah, so you'll be able to terraform. Oops. All right, there we go. That'll do. Still slowly working on. All right, Chernobyl, you keep it so we have a little research, so we don't lose our research investment. End of line, fortunately, has not been getting targeted here. I'll go up to base 7, and I'll go up to 70, and then 7 times 6 is, what is that, 420? 420 factories for what was originally a base 30 world. All right, we're already working here. Oh, I guess we're gonna have the terraforming cost on these planets as well. Oh well. So I guess we'll be terraforming as well as regrowing pop there. That's okay. That's actually not a bad thing. They'll grow some pop naturally. All right, and I already did that for you. Our little artifacts world that was base size 25 now will go up to size 65. Again, remember we have to measure out double the cost because it's an artifacts world, and then we already touched that one. Okay, Earth. As I said, this is a little tedious to do, but hopefully not too bad to watch on stream. Just measuring out the 80 BC at each world, and then having them build factories after that. Okay, so we made it through the council vote. So we have an updated report on these guys. Let's get an updated report now on the Cylons, just because it's been a little while since we talked to them. I would love to be able to trade for soil enrichment too, but that's the AI places an incredible. Oh, they have improved space scanner too. That would be so nice to have that. Let's see if there's anything they'd be willing to trade for one of these. Oh, I should have screenshotted what they had. Oh well. Okay, they'd be willing to trade both of these. There is still a planet on research. Good call. I mean, we can probably get mercs in this invasion, so let's see what they want for this. No, that is a no. Absolutely not. As much as I like that tech, I do have the advanced space scanner in the... Yeah, you can get an awful lot for Robotics 4. Yeah, they'd be willing to trade. They definitely would trade mercs for it. That is not a deal that's going to be happening. You know, for an ancient AI, it does drive a nice hard bargain, doesn't it? Okay, we got better rolls this time around. Yeah, better rolls this time around. Down to just 28. Now, of course, they regrow a little bit between turns, but yeah, I mean, we still have... I mean, I'm just going to keep sending. I've got another 75 million on the way. I'll probably send again this turn, and maybe that'll be enough, because that would mean I have another 100 million on the way. All right, back to Neuromancer. I mean, we're up to 18 million pop, so, you know, just keep hoping we can regrow. Now, they should take this planet, but I should be able to come back. I should be able to take it back away from them soon. All right, so we got to go through our worlds again. Oh, let me do the pop transfers here at these planets. Looks like we were able to terraform and send, so I can probably send 17 and be okay. Similarly, this planet looks like it can probably send a bit more. We'll try the 13 million. Okay. The bear grinder continues. Yep, this is not at all uncommon on Impossible, that you just have to grind down the AI over time. All right, so basically you want to build the factories first to take advantage of natural population growth. By the way, what is the max now on this planet? So 140 times 6 is the max. So that's 840 factories. We can still have to build in 200 something factories. That's, you know, that's going to be pretty nice. So we'll be up to, I don't know, like 600, 700 research points when that's done. Plus we can just build like 3 bases per turn. Obviously that's one of our best planets, but still, okay. So this planet will probably max out the reserve this turn. Yeah, so let's actually grow a little bit of pop along with that. And then we'll just pay to grow the pop. It's inefficient to do that. It would be better to transfer it, but it's not so inefficient that I feel compelled to fix it. It's like not that big of a deal. All right, meanwhile, robot will take a little while longer. Hey, even this ultra poor world is up to 8 factories per turn. It's getting there someday. Someday, don't you know? Just give us one. We just need like 100 turns to build up. It's like we're scaling. We're feeding Namzi the snacks. We're scaling. So what? It's 6 times this, so that's 720 factories. I mean, we're at 200 and we're building 20 per turn. So hey, getting there. This is maybe 15 to 20 turns from maxing out. This one is still incredibly far away, but Poverty Point will actually get there. All right, Chernobyl, you're still stay on research while everybody else is doing their terraforming, and then we'll come back to you. All right, End of Line, fortunately, is still not getting targeted by anyone. We already addressed this planet, Midgar, which is the one where we actually chased them off. Don't feel bad for Neuromancer. They're probably going to capture that, but we will take it back. I promise we will take that planet back. It'll be the very first offensive target we go after. Because there's no, I mean, like, look at this map. Is there any way they can defend a planet here with their core up there? Come on. There's no way they can ever hold that, I was going to say if they take it, but it's almost certain they will. There's no way they can hold that. I have way too much production for that to work. We have warp 4, so we have warp 3 transports. So they're like reasonable, but not super fast. Do we get one more turn before they invade? This is our invasion? Yeah, okay. Okay, that was not as good of a dice roll. Still grinding away. I mean, like, we make progress each turn, but So they're not happy with me because my pop is so high. Again, everyone is mad at me because my pop is, I have like half the galaxy's population. I mean, it's just very hard to stay on good terms with the AI once it gets to this point. All right, so we're getting there. I wish I had one more ground tech, although if I didn't have the battle suits, this would not really even be viable. It's basically having the battle suits that makes this viable at all. All right, anyway, so I think we were sending like 17 or 18 per turn right now. And then this, so I actually have slightly more about to go into the grinder. And then these poor planets will finally be able to build their factories. They've been grinding away with all these units. I guess we have one more turn of 25, and then we have a 28 coming in after that. All right, Neuromancer. I mean, it's up to 20. As I said, that's almost certainly not going to be enough, but if I had, if I could get like 2 or 3 more turns, I actually might be able to hold this temporarily, but that's not going to do it. Okay, so I think every other planet's fine. They're just all building factories, except Terminus, which needs to build. Wait, how many factories is this? 65 times 6. What is that? How close am I? Oh wait, no, it's at 390, so it did max out. So we just want to grow pop here then at this planet. Everybody else is just building factories, and they'll need another couple turns. Meklars is close, but it still needs another 2 turns. I also don't mind if I overshoot and put it in the reserve. All right, Neuromancer's probably going to fall here. Oh, okay. Well, that was still good rolls. Honestly, we traded at almost 1-to-1 there because they started at 21 and we had 25. So we lost 25 and they lost 20, which was a good result for us. That hero bear, yeah, it's okay. We get it on the next turn, but yeah, it is always funny. All right. So here were the defenders. Let's see how many we actually have. I think we have about 24 or so. So if we get good dice rolls, we could actually hold this. Oh, so close. One more turn of pop growth and we would have held. It's okay. One more turn of pop growth, we would have held that. All right, well, this was inevitable that it was going to happen sooner or later. We knew they'd be coming. We needed to recruit that bear. Oh, we actually lost contact with the human. Wait. Oh, that's sad. Now we lost our trade that we had going with them. We also now can't trade with them, or trade text with them. All right, so this was inevitable that this was going to happen. But based on, I mean, we do know what text these guys have, right? Like, they do have fusion beam, which is not a joke. But it's really just the fusion beam. So if they have a design that's like hardcore heavy fusion beams, that's a problem. That sucks, losing contact with the humans. It was because this planet wasn't apparently this planet was the one that was in contact with them. That's okay. We'll get back in contact with them soon enough. As I said, once I'm done all this terraforming, I'm gonna get in the worship. Oh, and I have to discover this. So I have to discover class V deflectors. But as soon as I have this, then we can get in the worship business for real. Like mass drivers. Plus, we hopefully are getting auto repair from this planet. I'm not gonna, so we don't need to send more pop there. We do need to keep an eye on where these fleets are going, though, potentially. They appear to, there's no way they have a heavy fusion beam on any of these ships, so I don't think any of their ships can actually hurt me. Here's also actually a human fleet. Hello. Okay. Anyway, so let's, finish maxing this, and then we'll probably build a few more factories on some of these worlds. All right, Terminus. All right, you can feed the reserve for right now because you actually finished maxing out. Okay, Licky. Wow, Licky is building 30 factories per turn. Okay. Okay, this world still has a little ways to go. I mean, if as I said, if these planets overshoot, and hit the start putting spending in the reserve, I'm okay with that. So this is the one planet I need to watch out for. This planet does not have a base yet, but I'm going to keep building the factories. All right, so you need to now build your factories, which you can do pretty quickly. Same thing here. We have more than enough pop to take that system. And as soon as we have some warships, we will take over this. Yeah, you also should finish building your factories. All right, but we do need to now keep a close eye out for where the Klakon ships may be going. Yes, if you trade, I believe, has to start over again, if I remember correctly. So, do the ants have planetary shields? I'm sure that. No, actually their shielding is terrible. Okay, okay. Yeah, their shielding is actually awful. They have 3 points of shielding. That's it. And we do have fusion bombs because we did get them from the humans before we took that over. We also have inertial stabilizers, so that's a possibility too. Let's see what we get from this point. Let's see what we get from here. And then I do want to get the class 5 deflectors. And then we should be able to design some good toys. Oh no, we didn't get any tech. There were only 22 factories. We didn't capture anything. Oh boy. We actually lost. Oh no, now we can't even steal tech from them because we lost contact with them. Oh man. I was counting on lifting a tech from them. Now we can't even steal from them because we lost contact. Well, that was a disaster. We wanted the auto repair. We didn't even get anything. We didn't get anything. Oh, man. Okay. Well, I thought I would get at least one tech. I thought I would get something. What is with this game? This is the strangest game, you guys. Such a bizarre game. Anyway, I don't quite understand this one. Geez, for all of our research power, we're just hurting so badly for missile tech. Remember, I traded for this. I guess I should have traded for Mercs. Whatever. Too bad I can't just stick a gun on my missile bases. All right, let's remax you. You've maxed out on factories. Let's go through and see. All right, you are feeding the reserve. How close are you? You are not that close to you. The smaller planets are not close to maxing factories. I don't really have to look. Like, this is 490, and we have... Wait, what is the max this? Is that... You actually should be pretty close. Wait, no. You're 85 times 6, 510. Okay, so you'll be maxed on the next turn, and then we can max population. And then we might have to build more bases there. All right, now you can finally terraform. There we go. That should be more than enough. And then start building. Wow, 70 factories per turn? Yes, Chernobyl, you are a good planet. You're actually not that far off of maxing factories either. All right, so for this planet, let's terraform it first so we can fit more pop. We have plenty of pop incoming there. Midgar, so you maxed out your factories. Yeah, 750, okay. So get the 10 to grow you to full, and then you are definitely free to start doing shipbuilding after that. How about you? 65 times 6. I can't do 65 times 6 in my head. 390. I think I did that on another planet. So you just need to build more factories for the time being. You also might need more bases. All right. Earth, wait, did this planet max out its factories? Yeah, it did max out its factories. Okay. I guess I should know. It'll say reserve if it's maxed out. Should have remembered that. Okay. All right. Well, this is such an odd game. And it's like all these radiated planets are just useless because no one has controlled radiated. All right, this is our target. We want to hit this planet. As soon as they move away, we're going after this. They will not have the discipline to hold their fleet over this target for long. Guarantee it. We just need to build our own ships, but I really wanted the auto repair special. Really wanted that, and I really wanted Mercs, but they weren't there. So as soon as we get this, which we should be able to pick up pretty quickly. Man. All right, so end of line maxed out on factories. Let's just grow the pop then. All right, robot is also maxed out on factories, so. Midgar, all right, you maxed out on both. Earth, you maxed out on both. Meklars. Okay. I wish I knew where the heck some of these enemy ships were going. What an odd game. Anyway, so like we could probably take over a planet like this pretty easily. Like it's in our back lines. And then maybe we could get some other stuff. Maybe we could get Mercs or Sortrium or something. Anyway, so what is it? I mean, this is just about to go in the percentages. I'm just going to let that pop, and then we'll start building more ships. We can hold on the defensive just a little bit longer. Okay, so you finished terraforming. Build your 80 factories per turn. All right, so we've been able to max out a number of these planets, and some of the others are close. Like we delayed at some of these. So this is pretty close as well. This will max out. So we'll do a little eco spending because this will max out. And then this is close, and this is maxed out on factories. Yeah. All right. I'm trying to keep an eye on where some of these are going. All right, robot. There's just so many ships in motion. I really, really would like this advanced space scanner so I can see where the heck the ships are all going. But that's so far away, it's not going to pop anytime soon. All right, well, this planet has finished terraforming. This is ultra poor, so it's not going to be. Honestly, there's not really much point in trying to build factories on this planet. There's 22 factories. This is probably just, you know what, grow yourself up to max pop and then just do research. You're too exposed. It's not worth the effort to try to defend that. All right, end of line finished. So maxing out. So now we need to get actual defenses up here. This planet has been undefended the entire time. I'm trying to see where. So they're still holding their fleet there, and that's enough ships that like I can't try to attack there just yet. I've been trying to see where, if anywhere, this Klakon fleet might be going, but they just have so many ships in the. Oh wait, look at this. The humans took over this. Hello. I should be in contact with them again. Hey, I am in contact with them again. Welcome back, buddy. Wait, it's actually probably not worthwhile to it's probably not worthwhile to strike up trade because they'll probably just lose that in between turns. But I'm gonna get the increased missile tech. I need something that's not absolute garbage. I don't care if you want it, if you got II6 and that's a good deal. So I'm not gonna sign them up to trade. So, I mean, Mercs are actually not that good at this stage of the game, but they're better than what I had. So yeah, I'm not going to sign them up to trade because I think they're going to lose this planet in between turns. I think this is a new hot potato world that the AI will just take back again. But hey, we got Mercs. Hallelujah. Something better than Hyper-Vs. Anyway, it's still just amazing how many radiated worlds there are, and no one has the tech to colonize them. Like, these guys certainly don't. Anyway, let's see if we can get an updated spy report on these guys. I guess we have a relatively accurate with them, but I don't see much point in trying to steal text because my computer tech is not good enough to lift text from these guys. Not from the these guys maybe, but it's still not likely. Robotics 4. They also have robotics 4. That's what I have, isn't it? Yeah. You really want an advantage to try to steal. Also, my force field tech is like noticeably low because I haven't hit in this field yet. That's why. I was like, why is my force field tech so much worse than all the others? It's like, because I haven't hit in that field yet, and I hit in all the others. All right. We actually are building up a decent reserve, but that's not bad because I'm probably going to have to spend heavily from the reserve later. So it's actually not that bad to have some excess there for the time being. Okay, I think I'm configured the way I want for this turn. I'm very eager to strike back here at Neuromancer. Yeah, see, that's why I didn't sign them up to trade. I was pretty sure that was going to happen. All right. So that planet was destroyed. All right, we got this in the percentages. Again, we're actually researching pretty fast if we just put all our planets on research, but I want to put the class 5 shield on the design I build. I mean, I guess I could start building like a dummy ship, but let's at least get this up to like 10%, and then maybe we'll start building dummy ships. Wait, did we max out this planet? We did, so I need to finish growing the pop back, don't I? Okay, well it was by coincidence already where it needed to be. Hopefully Narnia won't get targeted. Certainly much better just staying on research. Okay. And End of Line's finally gonna have a base. Okay. Oh, here they come trying to bring in more transports. Well, if they leave from that spot, well, I need to build some actual ships first. Oh, they're actually attacking me at my homeworld. Okay. Yeah, that's what I thought. That's why I wasn't too scared. So they have a fusion beam on this design, the Horsemen, but the fusion beam will not be able to punch through. They need heavy fusion beams to deal damage. So this is just a whatever. Like, this can't actually hurt anything, so we'll just blow up a few ships until they retreat. What's actually somewhat... Is there anything that's somewhat dangerous? I guess they have nuke missiles, but that's not going to hurt my ships. I guess we'll shoot at that saber design, I guess. Or blow up the colony ship, why not? This 592 is the one with nuke... I mean, the nuke missiles are slightly more dangerous than the lasers. Not that either is very dangerous. Whatever. That's why I wasn't too worried, even though they declared war. All right. Just grow that. Actually, no. Apparently you're going to grow the last 2 pop points naturally. Same deal here. No, you actually do need to grab those pop points. Okay. Licky. What's this? Licky is like actually a strong planet now? I mean, not a strong planet, but not a joke. Terraforming works wonders. Okay. And you built a shield. Let's at least get you up to like 5 bases for safety's sake. I'm checking the scanner. I hit F8 to check the scanner just out of instinct, but I don't have that. I don't have scanner tech. All right, so here's the Cylon fleet again. Looks like they're heading for Narnia. Okay, so Narnia, you need to actually... I'm pretty sure they're going for Narnia. It's Narnia or Midgar, but Midgar has a lot of bases already. We'll have to try to figure that out. We'll do 1 turn of reserve spending here, because now we can certainly afford that. I mean, I can get enough bases that this should... So, yeah, we do have to be very careful, because those Novas we know are scary. But we now have Mercs, which will do, as we said, 60% more damage, and I should be able to have plenty of bases. So where is this ship right now? It's like directly below the AZ and Stelaz, and like directly, it's due south of the Az, and it's east of the ship at Narnia. So we'll be able to pinpoint where it is, where it's going, based on moving that. Okay, let me just cycle through real quick. Also, where are these ships going? Are they going for Chernobyl? I think they're going for Tau. I mean, Chernobyl can build bases really fast if it needs them. If it looks like we will have warning if they're headed there. All right, Licky, growing, robot. I really wish if I knew more stuff was being targeted. Let's have robot just build a couple more. No, I'll have some warning if it's headed there. Poverty Point, 33 factories per turn. What? Poverty Point. Oh, Poverty Point. Maybe not so poverty. Anyway, so this planet's going to max out. What is the max here? 145 times 6? That is an awful lot. That is 875. Oh, it only needs 3 more factories. Okay, so we'll just make sure that this maxes out on factories and pop. That should do it. And I wanted a little bit more there. Oh, Kita's about to finish hitting its pop max, the little ultra poor. I mean, like I said, I'm not going to try to defend this. Just, if it sits there and it's 100 pop, then that's another council vote, which works for me. And I already checked this planet. Okay. And I already checked that one too. Yeah, so Narnia, Earth. All right, looks good. Cylons are our first target. This is not acceptable, them taking one of our planets. All right, so I'm watching this one. Remember, it's AZ from Stelaz and then due east from this ship. Where's it going? A lot of these planets have maxed out. Did Licky ever build a shield? No, Licky never built a shield, so we need to do that. All right, well, it looks like that was not an issue anyway, because it appears that this fleet is actually headed back to Stelaz, is not heading towards Narnia. Not that I feel bad about building 5 bases there for a turn. Okay, so this planet's undefended at this point. Not that we have a ship that can go attack it. So let's run one more turn of spending, and then we'll create a dummy ship and start building towards an actual warship, even if it takes another turn. We have a lot of good shipbuilding worlds right now. Or we could just discover the tech. That works too. That way we don't have to worry about designing a dummy ship. Okay, well we've got class 10 planetary. That's nice. At least our force field tech's been strong. Okay, barrel system. I don't know where the barrel system is. And it looks like this planet's about to get in. Oh, well, again, this is just a kind of a useless planet. But there's not like there's any factories there for them to steal tech from. Well, they probably will get something. All right, well, we can probably chase them away. All right, let's see what we can now design. We're not close to discovering any other tech. Although we could just sit here and we could just play this passively and sit in tech, but I hate just sitting back doing nothing. Let's go ahead and actually start designing something. So we don't need these laser ships anymore. That's no longer needed. We don't need this until we're ready to colonize something. All right, so we've got plenty of slots open. Whoops, design. So we sadly do not have the auto repair special. Can we put a fusion bomb on a small hull? That's like a good question. So we can fit a fusion bomb. Can we fit inertial stabilizer? We can. Ooh. Hello. Can we fit, and we can fit Mark 1 computer. Okay, well we should build. This is pretty nice. So this is good for hitting planets, planetary defenses. Let's definitely build this. Oh, and we want Duralloy, of course. Costs nothing to do that. Takes it up to 4 hit. Wait, does that change the HP? Yes, it does. It gives it 1 extra HP. So this is Bomber 4. So we'll definitely build some of these, and then this means that we don't need to put bombs on our. We can just build a dedicated gunship along with a bunch of these. This is pretty good. Now, I wish you could fit higher attack level on it, but I mean it has 4 movement points. So it can get next to the planet on the second turn. That's pretty nice. All right, now we need to design a gunship to go with this. So, best computer, best shield. Only Duralloy, which is not amazing. Definitely want the fusion engine. I think I'm actually, because this is does not need to bomb out defenses, I think I'm going to take the slower movement of just 2, because look how much space it saves. We can actually save like 1,000 points of space by doing this. All right, so we do want the battle scanner. We don't have anything else. I'm certainly not putting an inertial stabilizer on there. That would be a little bit crazy. But this leaves a lot of space open for weapons. Our best weapon right now is the mass driver by a pretty wide margin. So let's put a bunch of these on here. Looks like we can fit 40 of these, about 40. And this is not going to have any bombs on it. This is just a gunship, which is not something you see me do a whole lot. Again, I really wish I had the auto repair special, but I don't. So for right now, I'm just going to put a ton of... Oh, you know what it is? If it's a dedicated gunship, I can actually split this out over 3 slots instead of just 2 like I normally do. So this will have to come down to like 16, 8, something like that. Oops. Something like this. And then just put a nuke missile on there. Yeah, so this is our gunship, driver 4. Just for ship-to-ship combat. That's it. It's not good at cracking missile bases. Yep, I'm aware that I have to adjust the planets because otherwise I'm going to build 100 scouts. You are 100% correct. Okay. All right. Yeah, 39 scouts. So I want my biggest planets to be. Oh, only 6 turns. That's not bad. Only 6 turns. Okay, so this is our goal. So I'm going to rally to take this back. And I mostly just need gunship. For this first phase of taking Neuromancer back, I mostly just need gunships. I don't think I actually need a lot of bombers just yet, because there's no way they're going to get a base on this ship anytime soon. All right, so who are our best shipbuilding worlds? Well, Meklars for sure. Chernobyl, also tremendous shipbuilding world, even better than the capital. 6 turns as well. All right. How quickly does Terminus build these? I often will use it to feed the reserve, but the reserve looks good for right now. Even faster, okay. Yeah, let's build a round of these. Okay, so like Earth is not a bad planet either, but I think well, let's see. What are my other large planets? I got a couple more on the top side of the map too. This is an artifacts world, so no. Midgar though, this is another one of my best planets. 7 turns. All right, so we'll have you build that there, and Valhalla as well. So I will have to build the bombers as well, but for taking a planet that's not does not have defenses, it's not as important. All right, end of line, you have now some bases, so you can go off that. Let's have Northwest. I do want to get some bombers. Northwest, how about you and Earth contribute for the time being? Just so we have some bombers ready to go. Now I'll probably pull some of these ships off. So note that we dropped down to just 1,500. We were at like 4,000 beakers or BC. So that's going to slow research, but so we need about what is it, about 6 or 7 turns to build the ships, and then we need a few more turns done to move into position, and then we will look to hit this, and then from there we'll see where to go next. I'm thinking this would be another easy target because this is not very well guarded. This is another small planet. Like we could, so we're going to take this back first, and then maybe go here, and then see what we can do in terms of hitting some of these planets. We also might be able to stand up this rich planet, which would be nice to have. Maybe someday someone will discover controlled radiated. So yeah, these are gunships. Now, does this design have missiles on it? Well, it does, but it also has blasters on it too, so that's not going to work. As I said, well, if we can get one of these ships, we can chase them away from up there. Okay, well, they're probably just going to take that over. That's okay. If they want to mess around up there, that's fine, while we're going after more important targets. I want my planet back. That's the first target. Got all these radiated rich worlds in the middle of all this stuff. All right, so I think we can pretty much just next turn. Is there any planet that's doing something other than researching or shipbuilding right now? Because I think they're all doing one of the two. Like the small world's just doing... I mean, if Robot gets targeted, but we're actually going to have some ships... Oh, okay, so the ultra-poor worlds, yeah, are doing their thing. Foreign ultra-poor worlds. This planet, Poverty Point, getting close now. And contribute, 500 BC once it's done. All right. Yeah, and you're okay. You have 6 bases. I mean, we'll see if there's an attacking coming here. That little world is going to die, but that's okay. We'll just do research for the time being. And okay. Yeah, that's it. All the other planets are just doing their thing. Okay. Just wanted to check to make sure if there was anything else I have to pay attention to. So I can probably just next turn this pretty quickly. Yeah, this is just a Spud world, but if we park our fleet over this, or in Doria, if we park our fleet over this for a few turns, we could probably control it. Like I'm going to probably have to do for Neuromancer. Yep. Pirate activity in the barrel system. Anyway, yep, so we should be okay for that. I just want to make sure that there's not like some big death fleet incoming. So like they're sending, yeah, they're going to invade up here. 65, we might be able to fight that off. We actually have quite a bit of pop up here. You know what, instead of doing this, how about you grow population points? try and defend against this. Just waste the time of the Cylons. They're sending an awful lot of pop to these locations. Okay, well, we probably are not going to be able to hold it. They're going to bombard that heavily. Now, they don't have much up there, though. So they're going to take this, but again, I said I don't care about that. The GNN robot is really concerned about pirate activity in the barrel system. Do we know where that is? Somewhere in AI space. No, it's not. It's not in one of the systems that we even have visibility on. Oh no, not barrel, not the barrel system. Anyway, I actually have 4 spies in these guys' territory. Just wanted to keep an eye on. So we're temporarily back in the range of the humans again. Let's see if we can get an updated spying report with these guys. As I said, I don't think I have good enough tech to steal. If I can get another tech above improved robotics, then maybe. AI's teching has been pretty sad in this galaxy. I think that, yeah, like we're actually even in tech with these guys. Also, our fleet strength registers, even though we haven't built any of our new huge gunships yet. I don't know. I think that the map just being so bizarre really threw the AI off in this game. It certainly threw me off, too. All right, so we got our first one of our huge gunships is done out of our rich, ultra-rich planet. So that's on its way. As soon as I can get a bunch of them, oh, I might need as soon as I can get a few of them, I'll be able to come on over here. And I was going to say I might need a colony ship, but I don't think I do. I should be able to just take this over, and then we'll be able to grab any factories that might have been built there. All right, so how many turns is it from here to Neuromancer? 2 turns, okay. So just have to be aware that it's a 2-turn send. All right. What? Poverty Point has reached its maximum. Surely this is not possible. Poverty Point, yeah, it actually has. How about Paradise? It's building 16 factories per turn now. So yeah, Poverty Point now can give us 500 BC per turn. I'm actually researching at a decent clip, even though I'm not really trying to research right now. I'm trying to do shipbuilding, but actually are making some progress there. On some of the cheaper stuff anyway. Renamed to Prosperity Point. Yeah, seriously. All right. So yeah, now we've got more ships on their way. We already have 1 here. So they're going to invade. They will take this planet up here. As I said, not surprising. Was not actually trying to defend that. We should be able to take that back at some point. All right, Poverty Point. So now Paradise, the only planet that's not maxed out up there. Okay. So we've got how many of these? Where are all the driver ships, just out of curiosity? Okay, so 1's in orbit at Narnia, ready to move. 2 are in orbit at Robot. 1 is moving to Robot. So we would have, what, 4 of them if we went now? I think that's probably sufficient. All right, this planet's undefended. We're going in. We're sending them forward. 2 turns. Go in 2 turns. I think I can send, what's the size? 140? So I can send up to a quarter of that and then regrow it. 140 over 4, 35. Okay, so I should be able to do 30, I think, and regrow it. We'll see. All right, so that's a 1-turn send. Narnia is a little small for that. How about Earth? Okay, well, I do need to get pop from somewhere. Midgar, how about you? You're 3 turns as well? Oh well. Well, we got to send from somewhere. Hoping I'm not clicking on the wrong system here. All right. And then robot, I think, is just a one-turn send. Yeah, okay. Well, I'm not going to bomb the planet. Just going to take control of it. So again, I'm so large that even AIs that are on my side, like the humans. All right, so this planet remaxed, so go back to shipbuilding. Well, we actually might have to send some more. All right, Narnia. No, wait, where was I sending from? Midgar, wasn't it? Okay, so apparently I sent a little too much from there. That's okay though. Forward. Forward. And then Earth I also did. Okay, Earth is, yeah. He's one pop short. Okay. Robot, do your thing. All right, I sent everything forward. All right, time to bring Neuromancer back into the fold. Actually, I'm going to need to keep sending more pop here, aren't I? It's not enough just to take it. I need to stand the planet back up again. That's where the reserve spending you're going to see a lot of. All right, let's get this planet back again. This atrocity will not stand. 130. I've built one factory. Well, we can build them pretty fast with reserve spending. Good thing I have those battle suits. One factory's captured. All right, back in the fold again. All right. So these planets regrew. Robot, okay, regrew its pop. Okay. All right. So we need to go back to terraforming this. All right, Neuromancer, we've got a lot of pop incoming here. Get you back up, and then we'll be able to double. We have no factories, but we're going to be able to rebuild what is here. So robot, send another 816 million or whatever. That's good enough. There we go. All right, you homeworld back to shipbuilding. All right. So I want to hold my ships here for a little bit. Let's actually update all our go-to orders to robot, because I think the next target is going to be Tau. This planet I think is pretty vulnerable, but let's spend a couple turns building this up, and then once I feel like I have enough ships to feel safe, we'll head down there. I can build this up very quickly with reserve. I mean, we'll be able to toss 100 million pop in there and then reserve spend it. All right, now there is a Cylon fleet going somewhere. Where is this going? It's clearly going for one of my planets. I don't know, but let's build some more bases at Valhalla for the time being. Midgar has plenty of bases, so I'm not worried about that. Could also be going for Northwest. That's also a possibility. So Northwest, until we know where this is going, you stop building that. And yeah, we need to know where this is going. So I'm going to grab this, and then I'm going to start to head north. Northeast of Neuromancer. Yeah, there's a bear fleet over here too. Anyway, I want to get my fleet back again. All right, so I believe that this puts me back in permanent contact with the humans. So now we can potentially look to get some trade going again. All right, these guys, they don't really have anything new. I think the AI is so engaged in warring right now that like they're not really teching at this point. Now let's get an updated tech poll and then see. So we should be able to stay in contact with them. So let's see if we can sign them up to trade. I don't know if they will, but we can try. Oops, that was not what I wanted. Okay. All right, now that's a little pricey, so I'm gonna have to adjust my worlds. Oh, robot was sending, yeah, okay, so. I probably should put a missile base here, but I don't think anyone's ever going to get in range to target that. It's so deep in my back lines. Okay. It will be nice when we discover this scanner tech, and then I have to stop guessing. I'm actually still researching at a pretty good rate right now, although I'm also playing the turns a little bit faster. Now that my planets are all developed, I can run the turns faster. I don't have to keep microing them. All right. Oh, okay. So they attacked the planet that had all the stuff built up. Okay. Well, the good news is this ship is irrelevant. I have better missiles than before, so I have 10 points of shielding now. I have mercs. So let's see. This is irrelevant. This can't hurt me. This can, but just barely. And then they have fusion bombs. They'll probably just retreat, to be honest. This is the stack to focus on. I would actually like to kill as many of these ships as possible. Like, if I'm able to kill... Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, we killed, like 10 of those ships and took no damage. That's just really good. Alright. Okay, so I was crash building bases on some of these planets. Now I don't have to worry about that. So you can go back to shipbuilding, and you can also go back to shipbuilding. Okay. Now I was previously queuing them to Narnia, so I have to remember to send them forward. A lot of ships on go-to orders right now. Okay. All right, Neuromancer. So now Neuromancer is back to full pop. Now we need to rebuild the factories, but we can build them pretty fast. From 1 factory to 33 instantly, not bad. So to get to 600 factories is probably 10 turns or so. I don't want to send this fleet forward until I've got a few factories built up. So this is fine. We can defend this planet and then prepare, while we're building up our forces to attack. That works for me. And I can play these turns pretty fast because, as I said, I don't have to micro anything right now. More pirate activity in the barrel system. Absolutely not. I'll sign peace with the other AIs, but not with the Cylons. Not with them taking over one of my... not with them having taken over one of my planets. Absolutely not. No way. Please do something about the piracy. I can't do anything. It's probably a world up here. I can't do anything. Also, the humans made a little progress against the Klakons. Starting to look a little bit more frisky. All right, so we got an updated... they haven't really discovered anything in terms of techs either. Kind of surprised at just how bad everybody is in terms of tech. Well, not much point in spying on them then. Yeah, the Cylons want to get out of this war, but no can do, buddy. So we're doubling the factory count again. That means next turn we probably can do 50 factories. And, okay, Narnia no longer has anything. And then Robot has some of these other ships. Just going to try to keep these together. How far is it from Neuromancer down to Tau? At warp 4 speed. 2 turns, okay. So I'm going to keep these concentrated up here for the time being then. And then when I'm ready, I can send them. It'll be 2 turns. I think we should be able to punch through this without much difficulty. But I will take significant losses amongst the bombers, because you always do when you're using small bombers. Just trying to keep these together. Okay. Yep, I figured we'd be able to get up to about 50 factories, well, not quite that many, 45, but like you can see, we're increasing very quickly. Already going to hit 100 factories. Just as I said, I wanted my planet back. That was the whole thing. And we are still doing research. Like, look, we're actually not that far away from another whole tier of technology. If we could get some better weapons. Atmospheric is probably the best one there. And I guess we can upgrade to Warp 5 engines down the road. The space scanner is really the biggest thing, though. Like, we're just building up here. There's no particular rush. It's not like we're going to lose a council vote. Wait, I got attacked by the Klakons? I haven't really been following them because their setup is pretty sad. I think they're just going to run. Liz is asking how much longer this is going to be. It's a fair point. I'm going to say I can stop soon. We'll just run a couple more turns and then wrap this up in like 15 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes. I would like to take this planet, which I think I can do. They're actually not really challenging me here, the AI. So let's see. Well, what happened here? I had some leftover stuff there. Okay. Yeah, give me another turn. So, yeah, 50 factories per turn. Nice. Okay. So how close am I to getting another one? No, that's not what I want. Cancel. Well, I actually have another one of these ships on the way. Yeah, give me. This will be here in 2 turns, and then this will be here in 2 turns. So in 2 turns, all right. Next turn I'll send these forward, and then in 2 turns, this will be available. Yeah, and then I can cover Neuromancer. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I love how they just turned and ran away. All right, we finally have the space scanner. Thank goodness. So we'll just take the top ECM tech to advance the tree. All right. Oh, so now maybe we'll actually find out where the barrel system is here. Once we get all these scans. Mentar. Ursa. Whoa, what? A 175 planet? Are you kidding me? I guess that's been terraformed with soil enrichment. Artifacts world over there. Colton. Okay, well, wherever barrel is, we still do not have visibility on it. All right, are we getting attacked anywhere? Yes, at Midgar and at Neuro. Okay, so he has a fleet incoming to Neuromancer, but it's 5 turns away and it's not very scary. Midgar, I am not too worried about. Midgar, I think, is fine. Okay, so let's get ahead and send this forward. Let's keep 2 drivers here, and we'll send the other 4 forward. That should be plenty. And then we can wrap up this session with the capture of Tau, the first true offensive of the playthrough. All right, so 1 turn from there. So Chernobyl, you can send this turn. That should be 2 turns to get there. Yeah. Chernobyl, you should be able to send like a lot of pop. Your one size 145. Okay, maybe that's a bit much. You should be able to do that. Okay. So that's 2 turns. Poverty Point, remember, poor worlds do... Oh, wait, that's that many turns to get there? Okay. I guess that's further away than I thought. That's okay. Robot. We're always hitting up Robot for population. It's been very useful in that regard. And Earth, maybe? Okay, sure. Could probably do a little bit more than that, but that's fine. Licky as well? Sure, why not? Have fun, Licky. You can get in your licks as well. Ha ha ha. Okay. That's a terrible pun. Oh, that's 1 turn? Okay, then I can send them forward. That's right. That's right. I checked that before. So wherever the barrel system is, it must be in the corner of the map because we still don't know where that is, even with the advanced scanner. All right, anyway, so I have not paid too much attention to this because I'm very, very confident I can block the vote. I actually even pulled the humans vote. Wait, can we win here on this vote? Do we win on this vote? Hold on. 15 out of 29? No. What am I saying? 19 out of 29. No, it's 1% short. Very close, though. 65%. You need 66%. Well, we'll probably win on the next vote. All right. Well, if Liz didn't need me, I would be inclined to keep playing until we win, but since I got to run after this, I will wrap this up here then. All right, well, we're going to take this planet, and then that'll be our stopping point. All right, Meklars, let's send your bajillion pop to this world. All right, that'll do. And then you, Chernobyl. Go back to that. Licky. Gotta fix these planets that I sent from last turn. Yeah, I sent slightly too much from these worlds because they didn't quite get back to full. It's okay though. Robot, yeah, same thing. Wow, I really just sent slightly too much, didn't I? All right, and then Neuromancer is still defended, and we have more ships that can get there soon. Okay, sent that. Everybody's going to Tau. Okay, should be well set up here. We're getting close to popping more techs, and we should have more than enough to take this planet. It has 10 bases, but I think we're good. All these go-to orders. Oh, we're getting attacked anywhere else new? Midgar and then this, but we'll be back in plenty of time to cover Neuro. Oh, I need to reserve spend. So equals, if you don't know, is the hotkey there to measure out the reserve spending. And while I'm thinking about it, how close is this to building another ship? I'm going to need to get more reserve spending, so I'm going to cancel that, and I need someone to feed the reserve because you can see I'm starting to burn through it. Okay. All right, let's take this planet. All right, so I got my slowpoke ship here. And then I have my very fast bomber that has nothing for ship-to-ship combat. Look at this, look at this lumbering gunship. Oh, that did no damage at all. What do they have on that? What do they have on this planet? Oh, Scatterpack V? Oh, so every Scatterpack V missile probably blew up one of my ships, but they can only kill so many at a time. Yeah, 115 troops. Okay. Okay, so we only have 52 landing on the first turn, but we do have battle suits, and they don't have... We've actually gotten a lot of use out of the battle suits in this game. All right, let's see what we get in terms of goodies here. Okay, that's not particularly useful. It is good against swarms of small ships. This would have been good in the early game. Oh, that's... okay, this is probably a little late in the game to have scatter packs, but could be useful against some of the ships. And that's outdated for us. Okay, that's also outdated, but hey, helps with miniaturization. We also get a relations boost with the humans for smacking them. And now we got another planet, so that's all to the good. Alrighty, so now we got another planet down here, nice. And we'll be able to stand that up. And now we'll do the exact opposite. We'll keep 2 of the drivers down here. Whoops, opposite thing. Send the rest back to Neuromancer in preparation for the next offensive. Get these ships up here. All right, so this planet, more reserve spending here. We already have a bunch of pop transports incoming, so it's fine as far as that goes. So want to terraform it and then build factories. And Neuromancer, we want to keep reserve spending here as well. It's already up to almost 100 factories per turn with reserve spending. We want one of our core planets back, so, you know, don't panic if they capture territory. You know, you can work around it. And then Draka is probably the next target there. And I think all the other planets are probably good. I'll just cycle... oh, Meklars, because I sent all that pop last turn, is doing weird stuff. Okay, there we go. I'm just going to do a quick sweep with these planets. I am spending a fair bit on ships now, so that does eat into the economy, but that's understood. Paradise, look at this. Almost there. 660 factories. Less than 200 to go. Ultra poor planet. Only in the back lines is it worthwhile to do that. Okay. Valhalla. Oh, hello, Midgar. More focus on this planet. They really want this planet, don't they? How about this Scout 2 head over there to help give them a target, just to, you know, give them something else to focus on. And then we know they're targeting Neuromancer. Okay. Otherwise, yeah, looking pretty good. Artifacts Planet doing research as we want. Neuromancer getting back to where it needs to be. Okay, we're pretty good. So I'm pretty sure I can finish this off at the next council vote. But yeah, this is still a good stopping point here. Just because I need to run, and we'll pick this up next time and try to finish this one out. Maybe we'll start another game if this one finishes early. So thanks you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed this. This has been a bizarre game, but it feels like we've turned the corner now and we're in a pretty comfortable position. So we'll try to finish this up next week. Take care, folks. Have a good one. See you then.